How's it going, people? And welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Tutto Calcio podcast, everybody. Episode number 85, guys. Big up to everybody that's going to be tuning in and watching. We got a good, solid panel for Monday night, man. And of course, we got a special guest as well, returning special guest. We got my guy, Alex, bro. Big up, man.
Thanks for having me back, guys. I appreciate it. It's only right that it's happening at this point in the season where I can sit back and relax and enjoy the show with everybody below us. A nice 15-point cushion to second place. But yeah, really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man. No, it's good. It's good. It's good to have you on, man. And yeah, man, we're going to get into it as well. Make sure, guys, in the chat, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, go follow Alex's socials as well with his podcast. Make sure to go do that. The collaboration feature will be after the stream as well. Make sure to do that. And big up to everybody as well in the chat. Dom, you want to ask Alex questions?
Yeah, but Alex, my guy, just want for you to just break down for us how was this journey, this season for you emotionally, the ups, the downs, and yeah, just break it down for us, bro. Especially after that horrific season you guys had last season, bottling 3 trophies and taking 5 to the face against PSG. Go ahead.
Horrific end to the season. You're right. So listen, the way that I described it on interviews on our podcast, this win feels like an exorcism. There were demons chasing us all through the end of last year, all through the summer with the Kivu appointment. Obviously, a lot of conversation around that. So it's been a really interesting year. I don't think Interisti were entirely satisfied even when we were up, and started to build a pretty good lead in the league. So to finally get the monkey off the back, it's been big. And obviously, some results and some of the head-to-head clashes were not great. So when you're in it week in and week out recording podcasts after every game, it's difficult, especially with this fan base that really needed something to, like I said, exercise the demons of what this team was going through. So if you were to ask me, a lifelong Interista, what scenario would I want for my team? Having a treble winner on the bench, a former player, someone who was at the club for the most special year in the club's history, to lead these guys on a redemption tour, start of a new phase of the project, end of a previous phase. It's really, really special. And then obviously we've got, can we cap it off with a shot at a domestic double, which would be the first one in Italy since 2017, 2018 with Allegri at Juventus. So it's been a nice, relaxing couple weeks for me after what's been a pretty up and down rough season for Interisti.
Right on. How does it feel just sitting back now and just seeing this these 5 clubs battle for the last 3 spots of the championship?
After today's result, Roma's within 3 points of second place, which is not something that I thought anyone would have expected even a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So it's very, very interesting to watch it from the outside. I think what I'm seeing a lot on the timeline is people somehow still blaming Inter. We're not involved. You guys are fighting it out all amongst yourselves. So it's a really exciting way to end the season. And it's also super interesting that there's no real direct clashes, right? It's pretty much everybody against opponents that they should beat. So this is like who's got the slip up potential. And it's exciting because you look at all these clubs and they all have the slip up potential. Every single, some of these managers are some of the best in the world. Yeah. And but you feel like the teams themselves, like they just all have a stinker in them. So I'm going to watch really, really closely. There are some squads that I might prefer seeing get into the Champions League over others, but yeah, it's going to be a furious finish in Serie A, which is beautiful. Best league in the world.
Right on, brother. Right on. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for you. Anybody got any questions for? Oh, no. One more last question. Well, you already kind of answered it about Kivu moving forward into the next season. You feel comfortable with him
Yeah.
Marota.
I'm super hyped about Kivu. I really am. This has been the big topic for Interisti all throughout the season, whether or not Kivu is the guy. The head-to-head record is not what you expect, but if you watch those games, it wasn't like Inter was blown out of the water. There were a couple. I think the early fixture against Napoli was definitely not a good showing. One of the games against Milan also was not great. But as far as Kivu and like the principles that he wants to bring to the team, it's not what we're used to seeing in Serie A. They want to play a high press. They want to play more aggressive. You see the amount of goal. The goal differential is plus 56 or something like that, which is 20 more than the closest competitor in Serie A. So this is a forward-thinking young coach, and like I said earlier, it's like Inter is in his blood. So that's exciting. I think anybody on this panel, if they could choose the kind of coach that they'd want, it'd be a former player that's won something with the team, that wants to play like, modern European football. And we have that. So, the inexperience is now out of the way. He's experienced what a full season in Serie A looks like. And, I think it's going to get better from here on out.
Right on. Anybody got any questions, comments for Alex before we go into the next topic, which is going to be that Lazio Inter result? Anybody got any questions for Alex?
Oh, I got a question for Alex. So out of like every player that we had this season that has contributed more or less to the Scudetto, which player do you think has been the most like unsung hero, like the most underrated, that hasn't really been like mentioned as much, but has actually been very influential?
That's a really good question, because I think
Croatian,
he's had some really, really big goals, but I also think he did miss a lot of time, and he's not been preferred until later on in the season. So as far as an unsung hero, man, I think I might say Bisek. And the reason why I'll go with Bisek is that I don't think coming into the season anybody saw that he was gonna go ahead and take a starting spot for himself. Given what we've seen out of Acerbi the last couple of years, the expectation coming into the season was Acerbi in the middle, Akanji on the right, and that's how the season started. Then Bisek worked his way into the team, and it completely changed the way that we were able to play, which is what Kivu wanted to do. Press high up the pitch. He had the athleticism to be able to track back. Acerbi didn't. That change in the defense, despite the fact that Bisek, he has a howler in him. He absolutely does, but consistently across the board this season, he's been immense. He's a weapon on the set pieces. He's incredible going forward. At 25 years old, you hope that he would be a little bit more polished on the defensive end, but he's got time to improve. I think Bisek is someone that people aren't talking about, but he's made a huge contribution this season.
I mean, he might be a late bloomer for all we know. Maybe like his peak is like 28, 29. I mean, for a center back, that's not old at all. I think look, Bisek, yeah, we know his mistakes are, when he makes them, are very glaring, very like damaging, but I would argue he's been our best defender overall this season. I guess you could say maybe Akanji for first half of the season, but I think overall for me, Bisek just had a bit more. That's the way I see it.
He's been consistent, and the question is a good one. Unsung hero is someone who we're not really given the praise that he might deserve. Bisek has got to be there.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
And Biagio, you're gonna open up this one, brother, because you took the L. You took the L, bro. So you have the gates. Go ahead, Lazio. Inter.
All right. Perfect. So for the people that don't know, we got absolutely demolished 3-0 at home to Inter. However, I think there's a massive misconception that people are thinking that it is a preview of what's to come on Wednesday, which I just think is completely false. Regarding Inter resting their players, I mean, it doesn't really matter if they rest them or not. Their first and second team is better than ours. But considering we have absolutely no depth, we rested almost 50% or even more, I would say, of our squad, and it really showed in that match. But at the same time, even if we tried and we lost, I don't care. Like I've been saying it on my socials, I only care about Coppa Italia. So for me, I got some trolls and stuff about the loss, but we'll see what Alex thinks. But I
Was
personally,
George one of them, bro? Was George one of them that was trolling you?
I made a video saying Lazio's terrible, but I mean, I don't
This
care.
guy, bro. This guy's
Really
rookie,
wrong.
bro. This guy's rookie. I don't know. He just came out of Serie B, bro, and came on Twitter and he think he owns the place, bro. All right, go ahead.
Ironic.
I'm gonna get to you, bro. I'm gonna get to you.
I would have done the same thing in his position, so it's fine. But just to say that for the people that think it's gonna be a preview of the Coppa Italia, it's just not the same. The players, and you even saw with Inter, they didn't care either. If both teams had the similar plan, if they wanted to go ahead with the game in front of them and go ahead and win it, go for it. I really don't care. So for me, the loss means nothing. On Wednesday, the stadium's going to be packed. We're going to have the 12th man there. We have home advantage. And just as much as Inter is going to want it and try for it, we're going to do the same. We always turn up in Coppa Italia this season. That's been kind of our thing that's salvaged the season. So for me, I don't care. That's the best way I could put it. But it was a horrendous loss. All credit to Inter. They completely outplayed us. But I'm not... It doesn't worry me for the final because I think it'll be a different thing. But I'm interested to see what Alex thinks about the match.
I mean, I don't think the games are not comparable. Like you can't compare a meaningless for both teams in Serie A match versus a cup final, in Rome. Like it's a completely different situation, especially also because you mentioned like Inter not bringing their top side. That's true, but Lazio also, Nuno Tavares didn't play. Zaccagni is expected to be back for the final. So it's going to be a different game. I think we're going to be up against a more dangerous Lazio also because incentive-wise, this is their only shot to get into Europe. Like this is it. So
there you go.
And they're at home. So this is like it's going to be a much more intense fixture. But I also think Sarri after the match, that was disrespect to me to say like Inter didn't do anything exceptional. I'm sorry, but the team asphalted Lazio. Like they just handled them and took care of them and played beautiful football. The goals were all great. So yeah. I think Sarri may be overstepping a little bit and actually making things worse for his side because Inter were exceptional. And, if he wants to talk like that, maybe they'll be a little bit extra motivated. Not that they really need to be for a shot at the first domestic double since 2017.
He's just trying to get that Napoli job. He's trying. He wants ADL to hear him
He's staying with us. We're going to win the Coppa. He's going to stay with us. I don't condone what Sarri said. I agree with how you feel with his words. I think it's completely unprofessional to say something like that. Just take the L and move on. You rested your players, and even at that, even the starters that kind of played, he took them off. Even like Inter at halftime. So if you're not going to try, why even bother making that comment? Just stay quiet. We're literally playing you guys in the exact same stadium, exact same match, just for a different competition on Wednesday. Just stay quiet, take the L, and move on. That's it.
No, I agree with you, Biagio. Oh,
fair enough.
My bad. Dom.
I got a question here.
Yeah.
For both you guys. Which club has more to lose if they do not win the Coppa Italia? I mean, I think the answer is obvious, but
I think it's obviously Inter.
You think Inter has more to lose if they don't lift the Coppa?
100%. It's not like Lazio even getting into Europe. The windfall that you get from getting into Europa League, it's not going to be a complete different change to whatever your mercato is going to end up being. It's always good to get into Europe, but we're not talking about Champions League revenue. But if you look at Inter, like everyone is ready to jump down our throats. Everyone is ready and waiting for their opportunity to say like, oh, this is a, not successful season, not, it's a fluke. How do you lose to Lazio? Lazio sitting, 7th, 8th place, whatever it might be. And after all the good that we've done to like, kind of shake everybody off, to head into the summer like not being able to just wrap up the double when you're the best team in Italy, and there's not really a question about it. I think Inter, it's not the way you want to head into this summer revolution off of a loss like
Understood.
that. I think we have a lot to lose.
That's a good day. I mean, well articulated.
I highly disagree with that one. I just don't see. It has to be Lazio because like Lazio's they're all for this season. This is like their only chance of Europe. Like we said, like I do agree with you. Europa League money isn't that much. It isn't. But like that's still Europa League. And Lazio,
you should know.
If they go into Europa League,
You should know it's not that much.
You know what I
You've been
mean?
there for like 10 years.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Next season, we're coming, bro. Yeah.
A Roma fan is
Yeah, like-
making the point, bro, about Lazio. That's when you know. But I agree with George,
But
guys. If we lose this game, we're having the exact same season as like a Genoa, mid-table, absolutely nothing to play for. And I've said it countless times. This season, before the ball is even kicked off on Wednesday, this season is a failure for Lazio. This Coppa Italia final will salvage it and potentially keep Sarri. So I think, although yes, he makes some good points, Lazio have way more to lose. Yeah, it'd be nice for Inter to do the double, but I mean, you guys already got the Scudetto, you got Champions League, you got pretty much anyone else's dream that's under you, basically.
Okay.
But even then, I want to say is like if Lazio win, they go to Europe and they still have another chance, and that's a trophy that Lazio can very much win. Like Europa League, if Lazio get in the next season, they're going to be one of the favorites. So that's
that would cause a stir.
That's another route to Champions League.
So yeah.
All right. Anybody? Anyone want to give their opinion on that question?
So I think I hear both sides. From our side.
No, I really don't think you hear both sides. I think you only hear the Inter side. But go ahead.
No. Let me explain. From our side, obviously, winning the double would be special. It would really be like great. We haven't done it in a very, very long time, and it hasn't been done in Italy for a while as well. From a Lazio standpoint, though, I think I'm actually going to give an edge to Lazio in terms of pressure, though. Not because I don't think we don't have pressure or I agree with what Alex said. It's just I think Lazio, they kind of put all their eggs into the Coppa Italia basket for this season.
Yeah.
They are also, talent-wise, it is unquestionable that Inter are a better side than Lazio. Yeah. We're much better. We are going to be the favorites, but Lazio are still going to be playing at home. They're still, going to be playing, in front of their crowd. They're going to actually have their fans this time. And I think regardless of what it's going to be, I think it's going to be a really difficult game. And I agree with what you said, Biagio. What happened on Saturday, I do not expect anything near like that to happen on Wednesday. There's no way. Like, for me, really, that game, it was really just an exhibition match for both teams. It was just a warm-up. It wasn't really like anything. Inter played very good football. It was nice that we got the win, But at the end of the day, we just have to this is the game that both teams have to focus on. And I think that I'm going to give a slight edge to Lazio in terms of pressure. I think that, because at the end of the day, if you don't win it, you're not going to make Europe. And, if Lazio, let's say, finished top 4, right? Or even let's say top 6 this season and they lost this final, you would be it would still suck for you. Of course, it's a cup final. You don't want to lose any cup finals, but at least you would have Europe guaranteed, right? Exactly, but this way, if you lose this, you're not going to get Europe, and then it's okay, well, what do you really have to look forward to next season? Then you're not going to be playing Europe. It's going to be I don't know, and you don't know with Lotito in the summer, and you know how it's going to be. So it just feels like the spiral. It's just going to continue. So I think that for you, I would say it's a bigger pressure.
And like you said, we put all our eggs in one basket. We saw it slowly. We were kind of pushing for the top 6, but then after we beat Bologna, we had that first leg against Atalanta. We just dipped hard, and all the fans were like, "Okay, well, at least we still have the Coppa." But now it's we did exactly like Bologna and Milan did last season. We're both 9th, 8th, whatever. Now that's it. There's no excuse. If you don't win this final, that's it. Then you could look at the season, you look at the table, it's wow, we finished level on points with Udinese. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable for a club like Lazio.
All right, I just wanted to give my opinion on this. I think both teams have a lot. I mean, both teams want to win this Coppa Italia final for different reasons, right? Inter want to win it to get the silver star. It would be 10 Coppa Italias that you guys would have won, right? Bragging points. It does provide a little bit of cushion of coping for the fan base that had suffered bottling 3 competitions to come out with a domestic double. Doesn't look that bad. Also, it would support the theory that Kivu could actually win a final, win a big match, because he's handled the lower and mid-table clubs. Even though Lazio is a mid-table club right now, still there's a cup there at stake. It's a big game, and this is a big message that Kivu would be sending out. Like, I, in my first season, won the domestic double. Now, Lazio, it's a whole different story. We're talking about the big underdog. No one expected Lazio to be here in this Coppa Italia with practically no transfer market last summer, and going in with Sarri that has this team mid-table at best. So this is the only shot that Lazio has to go into Europe, and they're the desperate team. They're the wounded one. They're the team that's their back is against the wall, and they need to win this game at all costs. It's going to come down to which team wants it more. Obviously, Inter, when it comes to talent on paper, Lazio can't even compete. But could Sarri pull something out of his sleeve and surprise Kivu? But I'm going to tell you, if Lazio fall behind and Inter go up 2-0 or something like that, it's going to be a long day for Lazio. Which brings us into our next point for you two gentlemen. Predictions. What do you guys got?
I'll let you go first.
All right, I'm saying this with my chest out. 2-1 Lazio. We're getting the job done. And it's no.
What is it? 2-1.
2-1 Lazio. That's
okay.
My prediction. No disrespect to Inter. I just think this is it's meant for us. I just feel it in my gut.
Okay, yeah, but Biagio, big up.
And if we lose, everyone can roast me. I will be.
No, Biagio, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I'm going to be honest with you here, and before Alex opens it up. I got a lot of respect for you, bro, to be coming out here, seeing your team in the position that they're in, and you're saying that you feel it's in your gut, and you've been saying this for weeks now. And if it doesn't go your way, hey, you get roasted, you get cooked, but guess what? You came up, you stood up, and you didn't hide. Like, I just met George. They hit top 4 now, and then George comes out of nowhere.
You know what I mean?
Type of guys, I don't got too much respect for them. But go ahead, Alex. You're up.
Goes with me. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, that's cool.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Inter.
3-1 Inter. Also, we got a 2-1. Hey, Gio, guys, or Doodle, anybody, write these predictions down. We have Alex with a 2-1. And we have
3-1.
No, 3-1.
3-1. And we have Biagio with a 2-1. Okay.
I do that.
4-0 Inter.
And we're clipping this, guys, and we're gonna make a video about this. So
no problem.
Yeah, one of you guys is gonna be right, and the other obviously is gonna be wrong. So
we shall see on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Next one to predict, Doodle, Inter fan.
I'm gonna say 2-1 for Inter.
2-1 for Inter. All right. So we got 3-1 from Alex, a 2-1 from Doodle, and a 2-1 from Biagio.
Biagio for Lazio, though. Yeah.
Well, obviously, Doodle.
Yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out. Now, Azir, what do you got? What's your prediction? You know both these teams pretty well. I mean, Atalanta and Palladino know them pretty well. So what you got? Who do you think is stronger in this competition right now?
It'll be a tight game. I think 2-1 Inter in the last 5 minutes. I mean,
really?
Lazio,
okay.
Yeah, I think Lazio will put up a good fight, but the quality will be a bit too much. I think for my opinion.
I got
2-1 Inter.
How about you? What's this guy's name again? I just met him. George? Yeah. Okay.
Give a real
you got,
prediction,
George?
bro. Give a real prediction on this biased stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You want a real prediction?
Yes, bro. A real one.
I feel like
Take that hat off,
Lazio will start off.
real one.
I feel Lazio will start off strong, of course. I have a few chances, but 4-0 Inter. Where we going with it, bro? We sticking with it. 4-0.
4-1 Inter. 4-1 Inter.
4-0.
4-0. Wow.
No way. Nah. No.
4-0.
Fair enough.
I
get you hate
bro.
Lazio, but bro, come on. It's like 4-0.
4-0.
That's hater talk,
1,
bro.
2, 3, 4,
That's just
0.
hater.
4-0. I mean, we beat them 6-0 last year in the league, but like that doesn't matter. This is a cup final. This is a different time. Like that's
Doodle. 4-0. We sticking with it, bro. 4-0.
Hey, we'll see after on the phone. We'll see.
All right. People in the chat, feel free to drop your predictions for the Coppa Italia final between Inter and
Wait,
Lazio.
Gio, what's your prediction?
Yeah, what about you and Dom?
Yeah, we're about to go. I just
we're
want to
gonna
say
go,
that for the chat.
Oh, okay.
Go first, Gio.
Ooh. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna say 2-2. Lazio win on penalties.
Mota, baby.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
That's
if
what
it's
I really
penalties,
think.
Lazio are gonna win.
I think it's gonna be a tight game. It'll be 2-2. And if Inter don't finish their chances, because obviously they will have a lot of chances against Lazio, I think. But if they don't, and it goes down to the wire, I think that Lazio can definitely beat Inter in penalties, especially with their goalkeeper, their young goal. If they start that young goalkeeper,
and we're absolutely abysmal on
obviously,
penalties.
PTSD, bro.
So this is what I got. Sorry, Biagio, but I see Inter winning by a landslide. I got them 3-0. I give Lazio no shot.
Damn.
Okay.
That's what.
Keep in mind, they also Hakan and Thuram are also out for the final.
Yeah, they're out.
Oh, that's okay. Because I mean,
Mkhitaryan masterclass.
it's not like you guys. It's not like you guys have issues with that, right? Especially at the striker position, right? Who you guys get? Esposito and Boni.
Pio and Sucic.
Boni's back. Yes, Pio's back. Boni
It's not
might
like
start.
replacements that are better than our starters, bro.
Pio and Sucic. All right.
So yeah, that's what logic is telling me. My heart, though, obviously Inter snatched the Scudetto from us this year, so I'm obviously not trying to root for them to win the domestic double. I would rather Lazio drop a W on their foreheads and they just walk away with the Scudetto, a questionable one, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
There's nothing to question. There's nothing to question.
53 goal difference, by the way.
There's nothing to question.
I mean,
Asphalted.
I mean, the state of the league. I mean, look, none of the other three teams have hit the 70-point mark yet. That means everyone's cheeks. And Kivu didn't win any head-to-heads. He did win one, right?
He did. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
They picked up 2 wins against Como, 2 wins against Roma. Those are the teams that might pip you to a Champions League spot. So what are you talking about?
I was actually talking about like the big four, like Milan, Juventus, Napoli.
You watched the games, right?
When did you guys become the four?
You watched the games, right?
When did you guys become the big four?
We're the defending champs, and we won 2 Scudetti in 3 years. Something that you've never experienced in your life, George. So I don't know why you.
That's cool, but
know your place, Romanista. All right.
We got more fans in your city than you guys in ours. That's what I'm saying. We're the real fourth.
Okay, all right. Anyways, Alex, that was a good little rage bait. I got you there. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Okay. I love it. That's why we're here, Alex. Some harmless rage baiting out here. Except with George, dude. With George, we go personal. We're about to go personal. Nah, just kidding. That's cool. Right. So, guys, we're gonna go into the dark empire called Juventus. After their
Dark Empire.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. What are we? The Death Star? The Death Star?
Yes.
So everyone's saying, it's an unconvincing 3 points. that they were lucky to walk out of Lecce with those 3 points. I totally agree. What does the panel say on that? Also, Juventus has their struggles, but come on. You guys almost walked out of there with a draw or with 0 points. Gio, open it up. You're the only Juventus fan on the panel, so you open this up.
Yeah, going into this game, feeling very, very concerned and nervous about how we were going to line up and also the way that we were going to play this match after that draw against Verona. And I mean, again, at the first, obviously the first couple seconds, Vlahović scores a goal, after scoring a free kick against Verona, and man, that was a crucial goal for us, especially because we needed the 3 points. As obviously in terms of the way that we played, though, I felt like that we in the first half we were a little bit comfortable. There was not many chances from Lecce, but we were struggling to get that second goal. Yes, there was like 2 goals that were called from offside, and again it is what it is. But we just stopped kind of we just can't sort of like be clinical in these types of games, man. It's just man, and Lecce almost scored. There was like 2 chances where Lecce could have scored for that 1-1 equalizer, and that would have been for top 4 would have been really, really in jeopardy, especially because I mean obviously the game was before the Milan game, but we'll get into that obviously later. But yeah, in terms of the lineup, I was surprised that Spalletti started Yildiz because Yildiz supposedly, he was going to give him rest and stuff like that. I knew that he was not going to start Thuram because there was news about him not starting before the game. And he started Coop Miners. And I was not having a good feeling with the lineup. But yeah, I just think that, we were very lucky to get out of there with the 3 points. Yeah, I mean, it was a 1-0 game, Cortomuso classic. What can we say? I mean, we needed the 3 points and we got them. It was very important for us, to try to at least secure ourselves for that top 4 position. That will be very, very important in terms of the way that our market will be going in the summer. But overall, I think that, what can we say? There's nothing really else. I think we just have to move on, focus on the next game, and see what we could improve after that. I mean, Spalletti needs to really, I think, figure out who is he going to really start and focus on. I mean, he should have, in my opinion, started Boga. I think Boga came off the bench really, really well. Even Zagrova kind of as well, that giving that injury after Conceição. But again, Zagrova, not clinical enough. A lot of these players, except for Vlahović, the only clutch one, which is crazy to say because, he misses majority of the time. But yeah, again, still need to improve. Still need to a lot to improve.
Do you think your team is strong enough to make top 4? Or should they be worried? Or they should be worried about Roma and Milan?
I think we should be not so much Milan. I feel like that Milan, I mean, as we saw, they lost their game and they didn't look good at all. But with Roma, yes. I feel like Roma, they're, winning at the right time. Milan is cooking and it's helping them out, especially even though, there's a little bit of a robbery over there, in Parma. But, we'll get into that later, But, yeah. I think that, I think that Juve, if we could keep 3rd spot, I think that we'll be happy with it for this season. At least try to keep 3rd spot. I mean, it's over Milan too, and we have that chance, to, who knows, get that 2nd spot. Napoli dropping points.
Yeah, I mean, you guys control your own destiny for third spot.
Yeah.
That's why I asked about Roma and Milan because they trailed behind.
Yeah,
and obviously you guys only 2 points off of us after that upsetting result that Napoli had against Bologna. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But does anybody else have anything for Juventus or for Gio?
Gio, I'd ask you where you would rank Spalletti of the teams fighting for Champions League still. So Conte, Spalletti, Gasperini, Allegri, and Fabregas. Where would you rank Spalletti as a coach in those guys?
Well, with the team that he's taken over and the way that we were able to bring that type of intensity in certain matches, type of back, I mean, I think that I would at least put him on par with Gasperini and Fabregas this season. Even though I think that, in my opinion, Spalletti, I think he needed more time with this team and needs obviously more players because this is really not his ideal team. But I think that for sure he's up for par with Gasperini and Fabregas for sure. He's in there with them, yeah. As of right now, with the squad.
Fair enough. Gio,
Everybody else?
Yep.
I just want to say, from when Dom started the segment,
Yeah.
you made a good analysis, but at the end of the day, Dom said you almost walked away with a point. You almost had 0 points.
3 points is 3
All
points. That's what matters.
Yeah.
In it next season, if you guys qualify, we're not going to care how you did it.
Yep.
A win is a win.
No,
When-
when I use that, right, almost unconvincing win, that shows signs of the next going into the next match, possible signs
Okay,
of
fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, so if they face a stronger opponent and they just barely beat Lecce, it's that could affect. Like Roma, for example, we talked about how informed they are. So when you go and make a prediction for the next match, you're going off of their previous form or their previous stretch, right, of games. So that's why I'm bringing that up, because right now, us, for example, the last 2 matches, we have dropped 5 points. So we got Pisa away. So that's something to think about when for that next match. So that's why I bring it up, Biagio. You know,
Okay,
you like
fair enough.
picking on me when I do things like that. You know, I don't know why. If you want to make an enemy out of me, that's fine. I already got this new guy. What's his name again?
George.
I already got that guy, and he's in my pocket right now. So it's easy
In
money.
your pocket.
There you
Don't
go.
worry about that.
There you go.
Hey, come on, man. It's a 7-game series. Just don't worry about that. It's a 7-game series.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but-
We have anybody else have anything for Gio and Juventus before we move on to our next topic?
I think they're safe. I think they're safe for Champions League.
I mean,
For me,
think so?
I wouldn't say safe, but they're like
they're not safe, but like
it's in
they're
their
like
hands.
a win and draw.
it's in their hands basically. So
It's
like,
in our hands. I think
Gio,
that
just
again.
win out your games
yeah.
and you're good. You don't have to worry about
Yeah.
anyone.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I really think that we need to win out our games. Obviously, right? I mean, this is the
of
chance.
course.
We're in third. This is the chance, and also with Napoli dropping points, you have to go for it now. You have to go
Yeah,
for it
I
to try to
mean-
secure yourselves in that top 4. You know, especially with Milan too
Yeah,
dropping points.
Yeah.
But this is why no one is safe. If Juventus were to lose their next match and Milan and Roma win, Juventus end in 5th or
Yeah.
5th. Yeah.
5th.
From 3rd to 5th. We're on the same boat. If we were to lose and everyone behind us wins, Como really doesn't count right now, we would go all the way to 4th, I think.
Yep.
So one loss in the next 2 matches could
Affects everything.
drastically affect Napoli, Juventus, Milan, Roma. So all teams need to win out and
Yeah,
hope.
but how are the chances? For me, the chances of Juventus losing out of Roma, them, and Milan, I
Well, you
think they're
gotta
the least likely.
This is once again, everything's a recipe. Who are their opponents? The last 2 opponents. What is
Fiorentina
their
and
current?
Torino.
Torino.
Yeah, what is their current form? Do they look convincing in these wins? You know, Roma is the strongest right now out of the pack.
yeah.
Milan, probably the weakest.
Yeah.
And then I really think it's like us and Juventus that are like tied for like being the most mid. So who is going, then that's, and then you got to look at the head coaches, right? The managers.
Yep.
So you have Conte, Napoli. You have Spalletti, Juventus. Allegri, Milan, and Gasperini, Roma. 4 well-known coaches in Serie A. Who is going to get them over that line?
You know,
it's a very interesting. It's a very interesting next 2 weeks, my guys.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
a
for sure.
very interesting next 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's why I'd say like nothing's like secure yet. I mean, well, like they're only 1 point on 5th, and like one loss could really screw over. So like no one's secure yet.
But
even
I
Napoli
like-
could have
still-
secured
even
it today.
second place
Will.
I mean,
So-
obviously, nothing is like
But-
secured. Obviously,
But
right?
like
I mean,
they're in the driving seat, Juventus.
Yeah, you and Napoli, you guys control your destiny. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry. Well, for
Yeah.
example, Como or Roma, they will win, tie, whatever happens, but then they also got to check the scoreboards
Yep.
of the other games. You guys
Yep.
don't got to do that. That's the beauty of your
Yeah.
position.
yeah,
Roma also has to play
And-
Lazio next week.
yeah,
they got
that
the
Yeah,
derby.
that's another
That
They
one.
got the
Yeah.
derby.
that too.
Tough, you know?
But remember, Lazio also have this mid game, the Coppa Italia Final.
Yeah.
Like we care
So
more
how's
about
that
that
gonna
than the
affect
derby,
them?
that's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you guys are gonna go heavy into that Coppa Italia Final, so Roma's gonna probably play a tired up Lazio.
Yeah, there's that.
So-
That's fair.
And then,
Midweek action, yeah.
But let's move into our next topic, guys. Let's move into Como. Como with a big win away versus Verona. I gotta tell you something about Verona, bro. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy to beat this team the last couple of weeks. And
Right.
Como walked out of there. What was that? What was the final
1-0,
result? It was
right?
1-0.
Yeah.
1-0,
You know, high scoring Como team, a team that's known to bag a couple of goals, only walked out of there with one goal. So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Who wants to break it down first? We'll give it to let's give it to George. George, break down that Como Verona away match, bro. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Well, like you said, Verona has been a very stubborn team throughout this last few weeks, and you know, Como very high scoring team, and they struggled. That's how it is, man. That's how these latter Serie A games have always gone, especially for race for Europe. Congratulations for them for making Europe for the first time in their history. But yeah, you know, it felt like another one of those, like a young Como team will just bottle it, will throw it away. But is Duvikas, if I'm correct, great striker this season, had a great season. Gives them the 3 points, which you know, they are very much on the outside looking in out of all the teams for Champions League, but they're still there. You know, like they're waiting for Roma, Juve, Milan, everybody to slip up. And if you look at their head-to-heads, especially if someone like Juve, they got good head-to-head record against a lot of and Roma as well, like against a lot of the big teams. So it's just a very good performance by them. And yeah, difficult. But they got the job done, and that's what it matters. That's what it matters at the end of the day. When it's 1-0, 4-0, 6-0, 3 points to 3 points, no matter what.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, Biagio. That's what Biagio said.
All right,
the same
sorry.
exact thing. How about you don't steal Biagio's takes, George, and you be more original? Alex, open it up, brother. What you got for this Como Verona? He's a fraud. Typical Roma fan, fraud copy.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I think
haters.
the most interesting part of this whole like Como situation, obviously they're on the outside looking in as far as top four is concerned, despite them mathematically being there. But I think the most interesting part is like this is the new entrant from Serie A into Europe, right? This is not the team that people are used to seeing. Obviously, it's their first time making Europe. So like Bologna in previous seasons, like Atalanta in previous seasons, you kind of look for, that team in Serie A that's playing a little bit different than what the rest of the league brings. Can they be consistent? Like, are they going to be able to hold on to Cesc? Are they going to, spend the money in the summer? And everyone talks about how much money they spent. It's not really like that. If you look at their squad, like it's not like they're spending money and bringing in these vets. A lot of it was on young talent, like relying on the likes of a 20-year-old Asan Diao to make it into Europe. That's a big deal. But they're one of the more interesting stories in Serie A, and frankly, the fact that they play the kind of football that they play, I think it's deserved, and it'll be a breath of fresh air for Serie A in Europe because they'll play a more European style. So it's very interesting to see how they're going to match up next year.
Yeah.
So, do you think the project is good for the league? Like the Como project, do you think it's good for the league, or you just think it's good for the club?
I don't necessarily think it's great for the league because anytime you have, an upstart club knocking out one of the seven sisters, it takes those teams a long time to get back into it. Like the likes of Lazio, Roma, and the rest of us, we need European qualification to build something. Like, we need it. We need that money. So Como not going in there and knocking off some of the more historical clubs from a spot like that, I don't necessarily think that's great, but I do like the proactiveness of their club. Like, I like the football that they play. It's not what we see typically from Serie A. So
Yeah.
I like the football.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're kind of like the new kids on the block that everyone's kind of hating because they got they're like the rich kid on the block.
That's
just
exactly
straight
what
up.
I
it
think
is.
it's more because they don't use any
Yeah.
Italian players. I think that's what's frustrating, and it's annoying that they're only Italian players, like their third choice keeper. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's probably
Yep.
the only
1
reason
minute.
needed.
That's the only like I would say like one bad thing from Como in terms of their project.
Yeah, I
whereas
don't care that they don't
prioritizing
spend
in
money,
Italians, but
yeah, it's just
yeah.
the Italian thing.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's a big point that they don't start Italians. That's definitely an issue.
Yeah.
How doesn't that affect them in Europe though?
There's like there's a
that's
certain amount of homegrown players.
they have to have 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. And
Yeah,
I like
in Europe. Yeah.
They just have to have 5 on the roster sheet, right? They don't
Yeah.
have to have 5 like
Yeah.
actually put
Yeah,
in
I
the
know, but still,
Homegrown
I'm
players,
asking.
fine.
no, it's true. Just on the roster, but I like that UEFA's enforcing that.
minutes.
Yeah, but
They give them a bit of a
homegrown
chance.
doesn't necessarily mean it. But homegrown doesn't necessarily mean Italian. It just means 5
Yeah, you
players
have to
who
like,
grew
at
up
least like grow up in
in
Italy
Oh, it doesn't even have to be
or
Italian.
something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So he played in Italy from like young or something.
So like it could be 18.
Big ups there.
What up, Zir? Also,
They're probably going to get Italian so eventually.
Yeah, man.
Well, I would imagine.
Yeah, but
Also,
Bro, there's this rumor that that made me laugh. Like they're rumored for Cambiasso because they're trying to get Italian youngsters, and he's 26.
This league, man.
Like
I saw that.
only
I
in
saw that
Italy
tweet.
only in Italy can 26 be classified
Bro,
as a
this
youngster.
league is
Like,
so backwards. It's crazy.
They could sign Politano if they want to. We'll give Politano.
Yo, they can get Frutesi.
There
Sure.
you go. Just give them all the
Brian-
bums.
Even
Give 'em all
Villanova
the-
too.
Brian Cristante. Brian
Villanova.
Cristante is available.
Yeah, just take all our fodder.
So anybody else got anything on Como before we move on to our next topic, which is Roma versus Parma?
just congrats to Como, first time in Europe. We don't know what Europe means. They still have to decide their fate for the 3 tiers, but congrats to them. Still a massive achievement. 2 years ago they won Serie A B. 2 years later, Europe. Absolutely
Crazy.
incredible.
So
And
I
then-
got a question for you guys real quick because this is in the topics. Forgot I almost jumped it. Real quick, starting with Gio. Which competition do you see Como in at next season? Because they locked in the European spot, which
Yeah.
is looking like the Europa. But Europa champions, which one do you think they're most likely to get?
Oh, Europa. I think Europa is where they should start. I think if they go to Champions League, it might disrupt them massively.
Well,
I think
I'm
if they
not
start
talking
Europa-
about that. I'm talking about like, do you see them able to climb
Able to
up
climb.
into that that 4 spot? Maybe it's more realistic.
No, I don't think that they're gonna be able to climb up. I think it would have to be a massive drop from a lot of the teams that would be in the top 4 range. But I see Como, I would say, still in the Europa.
All right. How about you, Alex?
I could see like Milan dropping into that 6th spot and Como moving up 1 spot. I don't see them getting into top 4. They would have to leapfrog. They would have to. I just can't. I can't see it happening. I don't think so. Fifth for me.
5th? Got it. How about you, Biagio?
I think you guys are forgetting that they can still can still happen with Conference League. Obviously, Atalanta occupy that spot, but if we win the Coppa Italia,
Oh, that's
it
right.
now,
Oh,
it
yeah.
now
Yeah.
becomes only 1 Europa League and 1 Conference League. And like you said, they're very far now. Like it would take a generational fall off from the other teams for them to get into top 4. So they could very well fall off even to Conference League. But I have to say, even if they do get Conference League, it's still massive for them, considering they were in the 2nd division 2 years ago. But
They could also win that competition too.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, they
Easily.
can.
You're totally right.
They can.
Free win, bro. Free win for them
Yeah.
easily.
That'll be
You're-
devastating because like their level of talent in the Conference League, I mean that level of talent, like a club that should be in the conference.
Yeah, I
league is
agree.
probably
Juventus, should be in there. Yeah.
That's a club that represents the conference league.
I think in Milan more. No. Milan
Milan
definitely go to
is
conference
acceptable
league.
as well. Actually.
Yes. You know why? Because they go
Juventus,
from 8th,
bro.
they go to 8th, to
if we
7th
win
to
the
conference
if
league.
we win the Coppa
All right?
Italia,
That's why.
that could very well happen. At 6th place to 2nd, it's only a 5-point
Yo,
gap.
Roma got to lock in.
Ah.
George.
Yeah, everyone got to lock in. I mean,
Yeah, man. George, what you got for Como? You got him the Europa, slip into conference, or maybe going into top 4.
I see them in the Conference League because, like, again, there's a gap between them, Roma, Juve, and Milan. So maybe they could push Europa League. They definitely can. And again, it all depends on what happens with Lazio. But I can see them in. I think this season they'll end up just in Conference League.
wait, so you think Lazio will win the Coppa if that's the case?
Because it would take a fall off.
Then
Because Atalanta is far away from Como. So
Yeah,
that means
that's what I'm saying. I think.
we're not
bro.
touching-
I think they'll finish 6th. I think they'll finish 6th.
Yeah, so like depends.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah,
That
I
could be
think they finish in 6th, and they go conference.
No, 7th is conference.
Yeah, 7th conference like right
Is
now
it?
without Lazio winning
Right
the Coppa.
now, yeah, without Lazio winning the
My
Coppa,
fault.
Atalanta go to
I
Yeah,
lied.
they got confused.
Europa.
for a bit. Yeah,
Europa, they'll be in Europa League.
yeah, because 7th is conference, which is why I'm
but obviously that's for now. Depends on
for now. Yeah.
How about you, Doodle? What you got? Como? What competition you have him in?
So I have them unfortunately finishing in 6th. I think, assuming that Inter do win the Coppa Italia, Como will get Europa League. That's where I see them. I think that would be fine for them. I think Como, with right investment in the summer, I think they can definitely challenge for the Europa League, actually the competition itself, and potentially go for it. I don't know about winning it, but I think they can make a deep run, because they're also, the thing with Como is, like, because they're going to be new. Yeah, that's new for them, but at the same time, that can be played into their advantage because teams won't really, like, the other teams won't really know, like, how to deal with them because, a typical stereotypical Italian team would be like, sitting back, absorbing pressure and countering. Como, we all know, is not that kind of a team. They are more about trying to dictate the tempo, trying to, like, keep the possession. So I think it would be, in the Europa League, they would definitely be more competitive. In the Champions League, it would be great for them to be in there, but realistically speaking, I think in the Champions League, they would struggle massively. So, but I have them finishing the Europa League spot.
One other thing about Como too, they are not going to have Nico Paz next season, and Baturina is very good, but Paz is not going to be on that team. And the other thing too about losing him, it's not going to be for like this big sum. Usually, your best player leaves, you would expect a huge sum. He's going to Real, like for essentially nothing compared to his level of talent. So it is it's going to be hard for them next year.
Yeah. But he belongs to Real Madrid. They knew, so they're just gonna take.
It's a buyback clause, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 million, I think, or 12.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
it?
not
10
much.
million?
That's the thing.
It's nothing.
It's more to zero.
But that's
worth
why, yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, but that's why I said, like, in the beginning with Como, like, I think if they go to Champions League, obviously it would be a massive overachievement. In my opinion, in terms of where they should be, and that should be Europa
Yeah,
League.
any
I
sort
think
of
that's where they go. Europa League, Conference League. That's where they should be at, and I think they're going to achieve it. They're going to achieve it. So depends just which one now.
Yeah. Still an achievement, nonetheless.
Oh, for sure.
Ashley, where you got him at? Europa, Conference, or Champions?
5th. I think they'll win the next 2 games, which are pretty easy. Parma and Cremonese. Cremonese will be a hard game, but I think they'll get the job done. I think Milan will slip up in one of their games, and then they'll drop to 6th. So then Como will get 5th, and they'll get Europa League, and I think they'll be safe.
All right, so pretty much everyone has them either in the Europa or the Conference. No one has them in the Champions League. Got it.
Yeah, it's going to take a miracle,
Tough with 2 games left.
I got them in the Europa. I got them staying right. I got them staying in the Europa. That's where they're going to be at. But moving on, we're gonna go into Milan against Atalanta, bro. Wow, what a game! It looked like Atalanta were dominating, and then Allegri's Milan scored 2 goals out of nowhere and Atalanta was kind of nervous there at the end. Asir, you are the Atalanta representative, so break down the match.
Thank God for that, because we have a good record at the San Siro, the red side. And I thought, like, we're not in the best form. I think at best we could scam a 1-0 win. And yeah, but I was surprised at the way we started the game. I mean, we came at Milan from like every angle. I mean, they had the post after 2 minutes. I thought it was gonna be a long day, but we then scored after 6 minutes. CDK good cross, and then Raspadori with the hold up play, which I did not even expect. I saw when someone was holding up De Winter in the box. I thought it was Krstovic. I can't lie, but I saw it was Raspadori doing that. I was shocked. And then Ederson with a beautiful finish, right past Magnan for the second year running at the San Siro. He scores on the Reds. But yeah, from then on, I don't know why, but Allegri was like keeping defensive shape even though they're losing, which allowed us to really attack more. And of course, Palladino as a attack-minded manager, like you'd expect more chances, and we got them in the end. We had one with Zalewski and Krstovic, both got saved by Magnan. And then eventually we did score the second. CDK good cross, another hold-up play, masterclass, this time from Krstovic. And then Zappacosta, who I didn't expect him to really be up there, managed to get the job done. That's now 4 goals in 2026 for Zappacosta. I don't know. He's putting up better numbers than most of our offensive options, which is mental.
Yep.
And then yeah, second half comes around and we make it 3-0 after like 5 minutes. They make an error. Leao gives it away. I mean, about Leao, by the way, he's had a massive fall off. To be honest.
Yep.
I'm not sure any of our defenders like took him seriously. He was taking a lot of wacky touches. He missed a 1v1 on Karnaseki, and yeah, he just looked shit. To be honest.
Yeah.
And then from him losing the ball, Raspadori gets in a good area and he powered that past Magnan somehow. I think Magnan could have got it, but the power was insane, and yeah, it was basically unsavable. 3-0 at the San Siro in 52 minutes is insane. I thought we were gonna get our annual masterclass against a big team, like the 4-0 on Juve last season. It was gonna be like that, I think, but. Yeah, yep. Milan did eventually wake up and actually make chances, which I mean, at 3-0, I was like, whatever, calm. Like we were holding them off well. I mean, Krstovic even somehow missed an almost open goal to make it 4-0. I mean, I don't know why. We always miss a big chance like every game, like even if we're winning. Also, another thing, we had 2 center backs off injured. Like Scalvini got injured. Casono comes on for him at like some area, and then he goes off injured like 20 minutes later. Like what the hell? Like it's like whenever we win, we always have to sacrifice someone. Like
yeah.
So then we concede to Pavlovic through another set piece, which is getting annoying now. Every game we concede a set piece from a set piece. Like I don't know what's that training, but it's like pathetic. I mean, there's always like 3 guys in certain areas and we don't pick up any of them. And Pavlovic was good at her. And then we concede a penalty, which at first I was like, oh my god, Derone again. But then I see the replay and Nkunku actually leans his foot onto Derone and then goes to the floor. I don't think that's a penalty, to be honest. And yeah, he scores it, and I get somehow scared. We're about to throw a 3-0 lead in the 87th minute-ish. And but eventually we did hold on. Huge win. I think we've almost secured 7th place, which is our temporary goal for now. I really hope we stay there.
Atalanta was trying to win the Scudetto, bro. Just
who even thought of that? We had a
Hey, Dom. You know what? Asser brought up in before
Heritage.
backstage. Heritage,
Yeah.
right, Doodle?
Yeah,
Heritage.
Yeah, he bought a heritage.
Yeah.
Pride of Italy, remember
Atalanta.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me emphasize
Heritage.
that. Let me
That's what he
emphasize
said.
that.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
emphasize that.
Heritage.
Let me emphasize that. We always get a result at the red end of the San Siro, no matter how ass we are. Like, we've only lost to them twice in the last, like, 10, 11 years, even when we were, like, slowly rebuilding at the start. Even before Gasperini, we were beating them at the San Siro. So that's what I meant by that. If you could not.
So heritage, right?
Yeah, if you could not
The pride of
revert
Italy.
my
So
Yeah.
heritage.
words
Yeah,
again,
the
please.
pride of
Yeah.
Italy. We all know, right?
What's next?
Anybody-
Legacy next?
All right,
Actually,
speaking
are
of-
you done? Are you done with the tape? Or you got more?
That's pretty much all I have
Thanks,
on the
Phil.
game. I think Palladino executed the plan perfectly against Allegri, and anyone who wants him gone is stupid. And yeah, he should stay next season. I mean, games like that could continue into next season. Who knows? And even
Free
in the,
Palladino, bro,
He's
right?
managing a bum
Free
squad,
Palladino.
bro.
yeah, and even in
Free
the
Palladino
last
over
two
there.
games, he could hopefully get something. So, yeah.
Managing that bum squad, bro. Embarrassment.
Yeah.
Free my southerner, bro. Free my southerner from Italy.
Alright, he ain't
from
leaving.
Napoli,
Unlucky.
bro.
Oh, man.
Anybody else got anything to say about this match with Milan, bro? I'm very
Milan are
surprised.
pathetic.
I think I'm very surprised. I believed in Allegri in this final stretch, and yeah, man, I'm very surprised. He's been dropping points the last two games. Him and Conte. You would think that they were the last two coaches to be dropping points down the final stretch of the season, but yeah, that's all I got on that, man. Biagio, you're gonna say something?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely pathetic for Milan. You know,
Yeah.
they did scare Atalanta at the end. They almost came back, but it's just pathetic. It's now Udinese. They hold 3-2 at the San Siro, and now Atalanta, which we know that Allegri. If Allegri concedes just one goal, it's a problem, and the fact that he's conceding three, it's just absolutely abysmal. And again, all the Milan fans that were talking about we're talking back in March before they played us that they were in a Scudetto race, and now they can even miss out on top four. The whole argument that Milan fans are making at the beginning of the season, one game a week. What's your excuse now? This is really poor. I'm sorry.
You're looking worse.
If you're, it's one thing if you could potentially choke it, but if you have the results, but you can have your bad games, but you got to get the job done. If they don't get top four, it's a disgrace to that club.
Yeah.
They don't press. They don't defend well. Manyan is no longer Manyan. They can't counter. It's just all.
Yeah.
It all looks very, very bad.
You're bleeding
And
out,
with
and they're just
that,
trying to patch everything.
I'm taking
Yeah,
my
I
shot
mean-
at Milan before I'm heading out, guys. I gotta
Oh,
run.
boy, you said the right
All right,
thing, bro.
Alex.
Thank you for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Nah, I appreciate you coming on,
Absolutely.
man. Appreciate
See
you
you
coming
around.
on, bro.
All right. One more thing.
All right.
Alrighty.
Back to Milan. Them trying to defend at 2-0 down is hilarious, by the way. Like, I don't get why he's doing this cortomuso shit when he's losing. Like, I'm pretty sure they only tried to actually attack at us in the last, 20-ish minutes. Carnesecchi made a few good saves, and they only decided to actually show more good threat in the last, in injury time, basically. Which I think they have no urgency right now, basically. They don't realize that they don't realize that they could actually bottle the Champions League spot. So I think they're too safe with themselves, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, they have no idea. It's like they're like in quicksand, but they're not processing the fact that they're just sinking and making their season worse and worse. We thought, okay, Napoli, they're probably going to secure it, but the fact that Milan were so secure, we automatically assumed the rivalry was Roma and Juve, and now we got Milan that could potentially even finish sixth.
And by the way, they've been top four comfortably.
They were second for most of the season, basically.
They had that unbeaten run until March to go from that to
and then just constantly losing. And I say this again. We win the Coppa Italia. We could potentially be talking about Milan in the Conference League. Do you realize how bad that is?
No,
and I don't want to hear no Milan fans excuses because
Yeah.
When we knocked them out in December, 1 game a week. Okay, 1 game a week. Now, what do you have to say for
No,
yourself?
I'm
now?
sorry. If you don't get
Yeah.
1 game a week and you don't get top 4 after
1
being
game
like
a
that,
week, bro. Come on.
that's a huge failure. Like that's a colossal failure.
Well,
Like,
here's my question to you guys and also the panel about Allegri, because what I saw, especially right after that first half of Atalanta was up 2-0, we didn't see a reaction from the team right away. And
Nope.
that is not a good thing, especially when you're down 2-0, right? And, this is Milan, this is Allegri. Allegri's supposed to, bring these guys up, fire them up a little bit, especially when they're down like this. I mean, I understand, like, in the last, 20 minutes of the game, that's when you show, courage and, intensity. But where was that right after, the second half whistle? You know what I mean? And again, and it showed that the substitutions actually had to make the difference, unlike the starters like Leao that was getting booed off the pitch. And then
he got booed off the
that
pitch.
absolutely did nothing.
Really
The
bad.
fans half the fans all left. The Curva, they're all cool.
Yeah, the Curva was like half empty. By the
they actually made a
Flip-flop fans,
Fulani out sign, kind of a sign. After that, after it was 2-0, that was pretty much empty. Like they were just gone. They were bye-bye. They were going.
But
home.
do you guys think Allegri has kind of lost half the locker room after that?
100%.
I would sack him.
Yes.
I'll sack
You
him.
would sack him.
I think he's
If
lost.
they
Even
don't
if
get
you
top 4, I mean,
Even if they make Champions League, you sack him, bro. This is not normal. It's not normal for a club like Milan to be doing something like this with the players that they have. Like, I don't expect them to do crazy, but Allegri should be enough of a band-aid to get you over the line to Champions League. It's not normal that they're falling off this hard.
I feel like a lot of these players also, though, from Milan, like, it's not just, look, Allegri, I think, has his faults for sure, but, like, you see some of the goals and you see the way, like, Atalanta were, like, really moving through them. Like, a lot of these Milan players I see, they're really undisciplined. They really feel like they go into, like, rash challenges. They don't mark their men, like, as well. It's like, I do agree. Like, I think with Allegri, like, whatever you want to say, it was clearly working for majority of the season. Like,
well, yeah, they were running away with it.
Yeah, they were like fine, they were fine.
When
they had an identity. Now it's just like it's just random things. It's like he's not
random
really
random guys on the pitch like doing.
You always see like some weird people, weird players in like different positions. Leao is checked out. Pulisic for this since 2026 began has pretty much not been existent. They're like their identity that they had for like most of the season is pretty much gone. They're not the defensively solid team anymore. Offensively, we know they've not really been good at all. That also falls on Allegri. They're just in a crisis. And I think there's a very big likelihood, and I'm not even saying this just because I'm an Inter fan. I'm saying this in general. Like, I think there's a big chance they miss out on top 4. And right now, if I would bank it, I would bank on them missing out. Because even though Roma right now are behind them, because of the head-to-head, Roma are looking much better. And momentum in football is everything. Roma right now are on this momentum. They're going up. Milan are on this momentum. A lot can change, of course, but I think right now, if Milan don't get top 4, they're going to be in such danger. I think Allegri could leave.
The thing is, if they don't win the next match and it's away against the Genoa
that's
side,
difficult, by the way. Genoa difficult. I think we all know it's a very
that's where I think they'll lose. Not just
that's
points. I think they'll lose the Genoa game.
Not an easy game to go against. So.
And De Rossi as well. That's another.
What do you think, George?
I'd sack him.
Yeah.
Okay.
4, right? You should sack him either way.
Yeah, because like this Allegri style of football doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's all being passive and not being on the front foot, the protagonist. It doesn't work in today's football. You can't win league titles with that. It's just what Allegri's doing right now with Milan. It's just a repeat of what he did with Juventus, his second stint when he came back. Look, he can get you so far. Yeah, he can maybe get you Champions League football. But at the end of the day, like, it's the same thing. But I remember when under Juventus, it looked like one season they were on a title charge. They were a few points behind Juventus. They ended up 20 points back at the end of the season. Like, it's the same thing.
That's the same thing that's happening now.
That's basically
exactly.
Like,
2 months ago, they were on a title charge. Now they're looking like they might play Conference League football.
Yeah,
and I saw a stat. I don't know if someone mentioned it. I think it's like Daniel Malen has the same amount of shots on goal in his last 12
more.
Yes, Milan.
Yeah, since April 1st.
He has more shots on goal than Milan.
They scored once since April before the 2 goals.
But can we talk about how important it is to have a traditional number 9, a striker?
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Of course. But we can say that for all the other
Milan doesn't have that, and he's forcing Leao and Pulisic to play out of position because he
Like, we
doesn't have
can-
that striker.
Well, to be fair, like him
Well,
He
and
does
that's-
have that striker.
Well, the thing
He
is,
does have
well,
a
the thing
striker.
is,
No, he has
Look at-
Jimenez, and Jimenez is cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he
can you
doesn't
just
have
say
a
Juve
striker.
also don't have
To
a
be
performance
fair-
striker?
to be
Can you
fair,
also
he
make
was
that
the only-
argument?
A lot of people are talking. So, who's gonna go first?
Let me
Asir, what are you gonna
emphasize
say?
Let me emphasize Jimenez. He was probably the only Milan player that looked a decent threat. Like he was
that's
he
true.
was actually getting shots off. He was like
Who?
Yeah. Jimenez.
Jimenez.
Yeah, the last game, yeah. Against
yeah, he was
Atalanta.
like it's his first start since injury. I think he was like the only guy actually like threatening our defense.
Well, Jimenez
like-
has Jimenez has been that guy to almost score. He started like that in the beginning of the season too, almost scoring. He didn't never score.
Yeah,
That's
but-
the thing. He's
Really?
not that guy. He's just not that guy for them. And I think Allegri, I'm not saying that, everything falls on the transfer market and falls on Jerry, but I really don't think that Allegri was supplied a strong enough squad. I don't really think they even should be in top 4 with that squad right now. Like no striker, Leao, like probably the worst Leao version you ever seen playing out of position. Pulisic started off strong. I don't know what happened to him. He Allegri was able to make him better defensively, but that has slipped as well. So I don't know, man. If there's no one else out there, and Milan make top 4 with Allegri, I would keep him actually, bro. I would keep him and go aggressive in the transfer market. Allegri, we think that Allegri's probably washed and everything, but this Milan is not a strong team, and Allegri's Juventus was not a strong team. Mota couldn't turn things around. Tudor couldn't turn things around. They made horrible moves in the transfer window. Allegri's best football was when he had a stacked squad that he made it to the UCL final. So Allegri's that type of guy that he's only as good as the players he has at his disposal. But yeah, I agree with you on everything about his style being pragmatic and very boring. But I remember that's how he was winning with Juventus, and that's how he was winning Scudetti with Juventus.
But
And
he's
no one
not
had
winning.
an issue with
But
that.
he's not winning no more. That's the thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm going back to the point that if you compare that squad that he had when he was winning with Juventus, compare that with that Milan squad right now.
No, that's laughable.
No,
bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
okay,
It's
okay,
like-
but
That's like
so-
galaxies. That's like universe difference in universes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I agree, Dom. I agree with you to an extent, but at the end of the day, when he was at Juventus, he wasn't playing Douglas Costa number 9. He's doing it with Leao.
he's doing
Like
layout.
it's this whole nonsense.
Because he's trying to find ways to win.
but it's
Change-
clearly
well,
not worked out.
I mean, their natural positions would be in a 4-3-3. You know what I mean? In that
Yeah,
type
but
of
you need a
formation.
striker.
I understand that, but bro, he hasn't
score.
he hasn't even tried that. That's the thing. He hasn't even tried the 4-3-3, man.
He keeps
And,
forcing
and
the
he still
3-5-2,
he's
so-
I
keeps on
think I
forcing the
actually
3-5-2,
think no.
which has not worked.
I actually think he tried the 4-3-3 because I remember Fran talking about the 4-3-3 in the beginning of the season. He tried the 4-3-3 with Jimenez, so he did actually try that.
no, they
So
lost
since-
to
Yeah,
Udinese
but-
3-0 with 4-3-3.
4-4-3-3.
Yeah, they lost to Udinese. I don't think it's I actually think Dominic is making a good point here. Like his team
Yeah,
is trash.
he did.
It's a trash
It's
team.
utter trash, bro.
It is a bad team.
I do think he has a fault though, because of the way it's going right now. But at the same time, it's like if he gets top 4, if Milan do get top 4, why would you sack him? I mean, that was the objective. They
Yeah.
wanted top 4.
Yeah.
That was the objective of the season.
Yeah,
He's
but that
gonna get
also there's so many other things that are gonna be going because even Tare might even leave.
Yeah, but that's because
everybody
Milan's
want him as
ownership
well.
is cheeks. They don't have ambition. They're just trying to do like Moneyball thing. Trying to make profits and everything. It's like that's all they're doing.
We'll see.
Milan
We'll
has
see
had
what
an
happens.
issue with Jerry way before Allegri. Like,
Yeah.
look, just look at it the
100%. No, I
last
know.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Allegri has actually, let's not forget, guys. Allegri is taking him out from 8th to 3rd place right now. And
Well,
yes, he's taking out a position and is effective his game, but he's found ways to win, and he's there right now. So he's doing what he can with a mid team, in my opinion. Now, if you want to complain about his style of football, go ahead. Complain about all that. Sorry, someone's texting me. Complain about all that, but he this is far from his strongest squad that he's ever managed. So, and the transfer window was not that good. And then he brings in this guy, the Frenchie, right? The Rabiot, right? And he's turned his career around. So, like, if that screams the statement that if you give him the players he wants, he could turn them around. So that's all I got to say on that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Milan. I don't really care what they do. But if I was Jerry and company, and they made top 4 and there's no one out there, right? Allegri already said it in an interview that he wants to stay. So lock him in.
No, if
And
they
get
get
him
top
a
4, I
fucking-
don't think they should sack him.
Yeah,
regardless of
that's like the
everything.
only caveat I give them if they do secure top 4. With
Yeah,
that,
give him a traditional number 9. Give him a number 9.
Yeah, we've seen
Also,
in
Dom,
that
I think
game-
they got to sell Leao because
we've
if
seen
he clearly is not committed
Yeah,
anymore. I mean,
Leao.
you can't keep a player
Yeah,
that's not
Leao
committed.
was-
You can't do that. That's gonna like disrupt it. And if you lose a locker room, that's where the project is finished.
Sell
That's where it's
Leao,
done.
use the money to buy a striker and other players that he wants, and maybe can get somewhere. But like as for what I saw, like trying to play that football with that squad is pretty laughable.
But at the
especially
same time, though, what kind of football can you play? I mean, we saw like Fonseca last season. They brought him in. He attacked him on the coach. We saw with Roma. We saw it different times.
Listen, look at this. What did Roma do? They brought in Milan.
Yeah.
And they turned them around. It turned it around for them. It
Yeah,
turned it
because they
around.
needed a
Roma was
striker.
dropping points. Remember, Roma was in a spot where they were so unpredictable. Milan comes in, is carrying that team. Milan, are you gonna tell me that Milan has a better squad than Roma right now? No.
Right now.
But Milan are above them in the table. So Allegri needs to close out these remaining games, which is looking difficult for him. But he needs to close out these remaining games, and you could say that he did what he could do. I think he overachieved. Like, look at that Roma squad; could easily be above them. So I don't know, why didn't they sign Milan? You see, Milan was on their radar, Milan's radar, but they passed on him. Is that Allegri's fault?
No,
Or
that's
is that
on Milan.
Jerry's fault?
Yeah, true.
Go.
Fulani, Jerry, all of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like you said, Gio, all starts from the top.
No, you're right.
No,
that
they're
was
on,
always
like,
been
amateurs.
Milan's. That's been always like Milan's. They have like a similar situation to us with their management.
No, but the
and their owner.
difference is the moment they sacked Paolo Maldini, arguably the
Where-
biggest.
that's where-
Well,
leverage in their,
that's where it
like,
went. That's where it
wow.
went.
Yeah.
Their whole.
All because he said,
continuing-
before the Champions League semifinal against us, he said, if Milan want to continue being on this trajectory, they need to invest. There needs to be money pumped into the
was
club.
wrong.
They said, nah, hell no. They sacked him, and since then, well, there you go.
Since then they've been back to.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
go into
Let's move in. Let's move on. Right.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Shut up.
Right?
don't let me
Or
go
Napoli.
too crazy on this segment, bro. Bologna with a clutch winning goal at the end of the game, bro. I would have been so happy if we walked away with a draw, because that performance in the first half was horrific. Let me break it down. So we opened up, bro, and within 9 minutes, who scores on us? Fernandez.
Fernandez.
What a
In
finish,
big
dude. What?
2021, bro. Big 2021, dog. But 26. What am I talking about?
21. I'm like, what are we
26.
talking about?
What do you mean
26. See, look at me. I'm living in 2021, because that would make more sense if we scored in you back then. Probably not even. But yeah, man. We were already trailing, and it was just a really bad start. Midfield was getting sliced, bro. Lobotka once again.
Oh boy.
I hate to say it, bro, but I'm gonna get into it later. But Loboka's looking like he's on the fraud watch right now. These last couple of matches, bro. I'm not gonna go too crazy with Loboka just yet, but he did not look good this match, bro. Shots. Santos, man. I gotta say, on the positives in the first half, Santos and Giovanni were attacking. They had a couple of good shots on target, and their goalkeeper showed up, but they created, and Santos had a good game. He had a very good game this weekend. It's a couple of good matches for him, and that's looking promising going into next season. I like the kid a lot. I think he's gonna be big for Serie A. We had some shots on target for a McTominay header in the 30th minute, but couldn't cap off of that. Then the Capitano Di Lorenzo comes back after injury, and within 30 minutes of him on the field, draws a penalty, bro.
Classic.
Draws a penalty. And if I don't know if any of you guys saw the penalty, I would say that's a very soft pen, but that pen has been given to other clubs in this season. But I really think that that a pen like that should not be given to any club. I think it was very soft. It was just like, I don't know. Anyways, it was a pen. Orsolini, he sinks it. Vanja got gloves on it, but it wasn't enough to stop it. Then in the 47th minute, Dilo made up for the penalty, right? So he scored a pretty good goal. It was pretty impressive. Right into the second half, that gave Napoli momentum, right? Completely different second half for us. We came out strong. We had a couple of corners. Politano corner to Dilo, hit the crossbar. I was right off the jump. That was within the first 2 minutes of the game of the second half. Santos goal, the 48th minute. That goal was all Højlund. My God, the hold-up play by Højlund. If you guys have not seen that goal, go look at that goal.
Beautiful.
That's why we paid good money for Højlund, because not only could the guy score, he's fast, explosive, can cut through the passing lanes, but also that hold-up play. He's well-rounded, and he's only 23. So that's a good thing. He's looking promising. Now, going back to Lobo, Billy Gilmore comes in the 75th minute, and it was completely different in that midfield. Deep role playmaker, just like Lobotka, but Billy was just his press was a lot more impressive. Fast on his feet. You could see, I don't know if Lobotka is just like physically tired of the season already. Granted, he's already over 30, and he's been injured twice this season. But Billy just looks so light on his feet, and the chemistry. Obviously, this is nothing new. It's not surprising, but you could see the chemistry of McTominay, Billy Gilmore, McTominay. They were linking up nicely. So Billy came in and played better than Lobotka. So that should be a sign moving forward into the next season. Because I don't think Lobotka is going to be with us. I really don't. And if he is with us, I don't think he's going to be with us, bro. I don't know. We'll see. And the reason why is we want to bring down the age average of the squad. We had Giovanni come out, Elmas come in. Really much didn't see much from Elmas, in my opinion. Just another day in the for Elmas. I think he's going to be gone next season too. I don't think we'll have him on our squad anymore. Then you had Politano coming out, Spina coming in. Spina, he tried to do. He tried to create. He didn't do such a bad job. Gutierrez. Now this substitution I didn't get, and a lot of Napoli fans are talking about that. Napoli Twitter. Gutierrez gets subbed out, and Masoki gets subbed in. At this point, it's a draw, 2-2, still 2-2. Instead of Conte going for the win, because Gutierrez was bowling. He's in one of my honorary mentions, by the way. Gutierrez had a really good game, and instead of keeping him on, he brings on Masoki to defend the draw. Which, hey, at that point, I was looking, it was like we were like in the 80th minute. I was like, if we walk away with a draw here, I wouldn't be so disappointed because we'll be 3 points ahead of Juventus. We have Pisa away. It would still be comfortable for us. But that's not what happened, right? That's not what happened. What happened was Rose scored in the 92nd minute, right? And this goal is completely Di Lorenzo's fault. Di Lorenzo went to defend his man, and he fell on his cheeks. He fell on his cheeks, right? I think it was Rose that he was going to pick up. Fell on his cheeks. Rose passes it off, cuts into the box, makes that beautiful goal. And that kind of reminded me of what Orsolini did to Inter last season.
Yeah,
overhead kick.
Almost identical. In right around the same time too. So I don't know if that was karma. God was like, it's your turn now, guys. But yeah, that was very upsetting. Try to maintain my patience on here, but now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say some things that I've been wanting to say. Half of the team looked like they were hungry, wanted to move forward, wanted to win this game. The other half, not so much. And some of these guys are old blood. Di Lorenzo really didn't move me today. Who else? Lobotka, slow on his feet. This is the old blood, the one that won 2 Scudetti, and I'm not feeling it. I wasn't feeling it with them. 2 Scudetti these players have won. More than Roma has won since like the last 50 years. Right? Since you want to giggle down there, little giggly guy, 2 Scudetti, Anyways, let me finish this. But we had free kicks, 2 free kicks, right there, bro, right there at the edge of the penalty box, bro, and we just threw them away. On a light note, honorary mentions: Gutierrez, like I said, Hoyland, he had a very good game, and Billy Gilmore. And as you can see, these 3 players are part of our future moving forward. These are players that we just signed. So, Billy's been here for 2 seasons, but the other 2 we just signed. So, positives on that. Now the negatives, like I said, this is probably the 5th time saying it. Di Lorenzo, huge liability on defense. I think it's time for him to go. I think it's time for Di Lorenzo to go. And yeah, KDB, check this out, bro. We still on this injury crisis. 2 fucking weeks left, and we still packing bodies and injuries in training. Another training in another injury in training. Now this time, it was the final training before we played these guys, bro. 4 stitches to the cheekbone, head collision on KDB. No one wants to say who the other guy was, who the other dumbass was that did that. But they took out KDB, 4 stitches to the cheekbone, bro. This is training, bro. This is training. What are we doing here? It's like our 45th injury now in training. This is why, which brings me into my next point. I am Conte out, bro.
Damn, really?
I am Conte out. I am so fed up because not only are he continues bringing us injuries, but now he's not winning us games. The only reason why you kept Conte around is because Conte figured it out. Conte found a way to win. Conte, at his strongest in the season, is right now in the season. The end of the season. and he's been slipping. He's been slipping, and a lot has fallen on him. Why didn't you start Billy Gilmore or Lobotka? Obviously, he was well more fit than Lobotka. Why did you put Di Lorenzo to start off the jump? His first game back after months. He was the one that caused that last goal, like I told you. We had Politano and Alisson Santos covering for his bum ass on defense, bro, throughout the game. And then Masoki, that's why he took Gutierrez out and bringing Masoki, so Masoki can help him out on defense. You have to have two players to help Di Lorenzo out on the defensive end. Why even bring him back? Why even start him in this must-win match? I don't understand. Some people were asking, why did Zambo Anguissa didn't start? Thank God he didn't. He's been a bum since he's gotten back. Complete bum. So, listen, bro. We cannot lose against Pisa. We cannot lose against Pisa. And it's an away game. Yeah, they're not playing for anything. But right now, the last two matches, we've dropped 5 points. We out here thinking that we have Champions League secured. We don't even have we out here playing like we have second place secured. We don't even have Champions League secured. That's all I gotta say.
Just win your game, and you're won today, and you would have clinched. So
yeah,
easier said than done, Baggio. Easier said than done. Just win the game. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Dom, I gotta ask you though. What if Conte does stay though? I mean, despite you saying it, like,
hey, listen, if he stays, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God. Yeah. But brother, I can't deal with these injuries no more, bro. I cannot deal with them. My major problem with Conte is the injuries. It's always been that. It's always been this way since we started this podcast. My problem with Conte is in the injuries.
His training, yeah.
The injuries. Even last season, we had injury crisis. Like, you're defeating yourself, Conte. You're holding yourself back. Now, if he stays, I hope the whole entire medical department gets completely fired and we hire the best medical team in the world, which I doubt would happen, but we need to stop with these injuries. It's ridiculous, bro. That's all I got to say, man.
I think that's also why Lobotka might leave. I mean, didn't you say, he's been unhappy with, Conte's regime, the training regimens, that's also like them cutting the years from those players.
Supposedly he said he requested the club to extend him, that he actually wants to stay now. But listen, under Conte, Lobotka, he's one of those players that Conte is running down to the ground, kind of like Barella. Yeah. When Conte was coaching Inter, he's kind of doing the same thing. He's running him and Anguissa down to the ground. So that's why if we get another coach, I would be down with keeping Lobotka around. I would be down with keeping Lobotka around because the weight is automatically, should be lighter. These trainings are not going to be like the way they are. So we'll see. I'm at the point where, I mean, even if Conte gets us Champions League football, I don't know if I want him to stay. I really don't. I really don't know if I want him to stay. And it's not because of Conte. Like, who am I to question one of the best tacticians in our league? But the injuries. 2 seasons now. That's what I'm saying. If it was just this season, I would have been like, okay, that's bad luck. But it's been 2 seasons, and it's been the 2 seasons under Conte. So I'm done, bro. I'm done, dude. Because I want my players healthy, bro. I want to compete with a healthy squad. You know how insufferable it is to see that you won that Scudetto. You invested $200 million into the transfer window, and 40 something injuries. And you know for a fact that if this team would have stayed relatively healthy, you actually would have gave Inter a fight. Do you know how that tastes pretty bad, bro? If my team was just ass, if it was just cheeks, then I was just cheeks. You know what I mean? Like Milan, for example. Okay, I can't expect much from this squad. But knowing that you have this squad at your disposal and they're always injured, it's very annoying. Very
It
annoying.
didn't happen under Sarri and Spalletti as well in those years. It was like, Napoli were, much more healthier. It's like under Conte, it's like, yikes.
Never had an injury crisis like this under anybody. Under Ancelotti, under Massari, under Benitez, under Sarri, under Spalletti, under Gattuso. No, not even through COVID, maybe. And it was because of COVID. It was because if one of these players caught COVID, they got benched.
Yep.
But that was it. Everyone's going through that.
Yep.
So that's all I gotta say. You guys got any questions? Any comments? Let me know.
Alisson Santos is a baller, though.
He was really, really good.
He's the future.
The fact he's
bro.
not in the Brazil preliminary squad is a disgrace, by the way.
Yeah, he can't name me 55 better Brazilians than Alisson Santos.
You're telling me that
You just can't.
Let me see
Right now.
No, I think this is like for the league. People. We always talk about what product does the league have to offer? Who are the players? I think he's the next one up.
You're telling me,
and Napoli got him for relatively cheap as well.
Yeah,
that's another.
Yep.
He was scoring winning goals for his team in the Champions League.
Yeah, they got top 8 Sporting because of
because of that goal.
Yeah.
You're telling me Luis Enrique, Caio Jorge, Igor Jesus, them guys are better than him? All right.
No, like Alisson Santos, this guy, is a baller. That's like Manna. Really has been finding talent for Napoli going forward.
Yeah.
No, and
We're gonna
once
get
we
that
get
game.
Neres back, once we get Neres and Vergara back, bro, our front attack is gonna be nasty, bro. But that's another thing. I kind of want more of an offensive, attacking-minded coach.
That's why you're open to Sarri if he comes back.
Yeah, that's
Sarri, Palladino too. I mean, he's an attacking style coach. I'm hearing that guy from Brazil too now, but I don't think Napoli would sign him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know.
What do you think of Giovanni though? Do you rate him or what do you have?
He had a good game today. I really think that he plays better at the winger position. I don't know where this whole thing at the striker. I don't really like him, but as a winger, I like him. I like the kid. He's fast. He's pacey. He's good. He got a
Neres as
couple
well
of
as
good
the
shots
winger.
on target.
Vergara. No, Napoli have some wingers.
We're stacked in the winger position, bro.
y'all are safe there.
But that's the thing. I don't know if Conte can really platform them. He's not really known for exactly
keep them
getting
fit
them
as
back.
well.
I mean, he had Eden Hazard, but that's different. That's we're talking about different levels.
Yeah, he was already good before then, and also you have to keep them fit, of course.
That's a good question. Probably not. Because of the tariffs, bro. I think the tariffs are still in effect, and it's a big percentage. But I do have a homeboy that lives in Rome, and he might put in an order for me. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna find the way to get the gear. They got a good discount going on right now, by the way. So
Yeah.
I think
that's it, right?
Yeah.
And then did we talk about Roma?
Nope.
Roma Parma.
That's the last game we have to cover.
Yes. Let's cover. Then let's. If anybody else has anything for Napoli,
No, I think I'll put it well.
Alright,
Just
we're
a
good.
crazy win for Bologna. I mean,
Napoli should get top 4 still, though, I think. Their games.
Yeah.
and I know I'm gonna tell you something. I also think that Italiano, the comments that he made before the match, and the way his team came out, I think he's trying to gun for that coaching spot for Napoli if it opens up. I think he was trying to let himself
So basically an audition.
known that he's a candidate for that job.
Yeah.
Because ADL loves him. There is no bad blood with Club Napoli and Italiano.
Yeah.
ADL's been glazing Italiano for since we signed Spalletti, bro. So
yeah.
all right, Italiano for Palladino. Take him then. All right, he's all yours.
Free Palladino.
That's
Fabiano's all yours.
Free Palladino, bro. Nah, free Palladino, bro. You know,
Free
just
Palladino,
for us
okay,
earlier, bro.
Dang.
Anyway,
All right.
Rome. No.
All right. Well, let's
George.
move on. Let's go to the Roma match. George.
I mean, what's there to say about it? It was stress, absolute stress. I don't think I've ever been that like nervous for a game. Like when it was 2-1,
You're
going into the
nervous?
90th minute.
You're
Bro,
nervous?
100%. 100%.
Men used to
like-
get nervous before they got drafted to war. Now they get nervous
See what I mean?
before a Roma and Palma match, bro. Yeah.
Oh, see what I mean?
Nervous?
See what I mean? This guy always hating on you. Always hating. But nah,
He just met you,
seriously,
bro.
like-
He needs to get to know you.
But nah,
Good one, Doodle. Good one. Go ahead, bro.
Palma-
Sorry to steal your thunder, bro. Go ahead.
Dom, you're not serious, bro. You're not. A
So
serious guy.
what happened? You were scared? What happened, sweetheart? You were scared? Then what happened?
Nah, for real, like it was one of those games like Parma, they're always a tricky side. They've been like a bogey team for a lot of these top teams, especially to Milan. But yeah, they go 2-1 up, 90th minute. I gave up. But shout out, I gave up, man. I was like, oh my god, how can Parma, like, come on.
Yeah.
Manna was missing a couple chances. Shout out to him. He broke the record. But he missed like 2 brilliant chances. And yeah, and it looked like it was over. Some people say it was a robbery. The penalty where the David Ranch goal shouldn't have stand because Mancini handball. It wasn't a handball. 2-2. You're like, a point. Cool, we can take that. We can take a point. It's disappointing, but 1 point's better than 0. But then we just pushed. We just pushed. And then Daniel Marlon, I've said it time and time again, this guy is the best player in the league. He is my Serie A MVP already. I don't care if he's been there for 6 months. 13 goals, more to come with 2 games to spare, broke the record. And let's be real, man. Like, this guy saved Roma. He has saved Roma this season. And 13 goals, and that penalty, I said it time and time again, like, bro, to take that penalty and smash it top corner like the way he did, takes balls, man. It takes absolute balls, and he did that. And yeah, man, still disappointed. But we gotta. When you look back at it, you calm down from the euphoria of it. Like, I don't think I've ever shouted that much until like Barcelona. I'm gonna be real honest with you. But like when you come down from the euphoria and look back at it, we were 2-1 down to Parma. Like, how do we go 2-1 down to Parma? Like, how do you let that happen? Defensive issues, Svilar. I'm always gonna back Svilar, but he has been awful this 2026. Let's put it how it is. He has been awful in 2026. He's got his new contract, and then his form just. Indica has been incredible, but again, it's just silly mistakes by the back line. And that's what it always has been, man. Cristante, we all know what I feel about Cristante. He generally is one of the worst players in Serie A. This guy, when he got hooked off, I've never seen Cristante run that quick until he was coming off the pitch. Being real honest with you guys. But yeah, how do you go 2-1 down to Panama? That's something we have to, look at it, because you're not going to score 2 goals. That was the first time in 6 years we scored 2 goals in an extra time. Like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
The derby's next. Lazio, we all say Lazio's old. They're gonna be tired, but it's a derby. You don't think Lazio wants to ruin our season? Of course they do. So we have to go out there and just handle our business. But yeah, bottom up. Shout out to them. Shout out to Milan, best player in the league, MVP right now. I don't care.
Best player in the league.
Yeah. Best player in the league.
Who
bro.
is? Who is?
Who is then, Doodle?
Yeah, Doodle. Who is?
Well, my friend already said it. Actually, you know what? Let's get on to look. I'll say this, right? Mullen is a good striker. Don't get me wrong. I've given him flowers. Very, very good player. He's clearly gone up for Roma now, I think. But best player in the league,
No.
Best player in the league. Huh?
No.
I don't know about
Who you
that.
gonna say?
I think I know who you're gonna say.
I don't
You're
know
talking about
that, because you know
Lautaro?
what, actually, George? Because I've seen some videos of you, I saw some interesting videos, and I have some questions to ask.
Oh.
Go on, ask me. Ask away.
Yeah, so on TikTok, I saw you addressing, one video about, 3 players specifically. Vlahović, Lautaro, and Leao. And you said how football has left all three of them behind. You know how they're supposedly
He's
bonds.
wrong.
And then you talked about Lautaro specifically in another one where you said like how he ghosts in big games, even though you mentioned the Champions League games last season and all of that. I just gotta ask you, how do you like? This is no disrespect to Milan in any shape or form. I think Milan is a good player, but like you're talking about you're putting him over a guy that is Inter's not even joined anymore, bona fide third highest goal scorer in Inter's history. Just ask that question to yourself.
What are some of the names? What are some of the names that are up there? I mean, let's be real.
Altobelli and
some of the
Miazza.
names up there.
Altobelli and Miazza.
Come on, bro. They
Yeah,
played.
what do you
They
mean,
played
come
when
on,
your
Sandro
your
Mazzola
great granddad.
already passed
Your
them.
great granddad was alive when they were playing. Come on,
Okay,
bro.
who's yours?
You know,
Who's yours besides Francesco Totti? Who do you have?
Hey, come on, Francesco.
Really?
We're talking Francesco
Who do you
Totti.
have?
Francesco Totti is better than everybody in your history. We're talking about here.
Oh, is he? Is he? Look, I expect
Oh.
Francesco
Yeah.
Totti, bro. No.
Woo!
Oh my god.
No way.
You guys,
I'm just
you know,
saying,
this
like
Inter-
you're saying, like
No,
Milan
Doodle,
just, all because of this.
Doodle.
No, actually, no.
This
Talk
club,
about
yeah, I
when they
remember.
both faced. Lautaro dropped 2 goals on your forehead. Milan, meanwhile, had his shot saved by Jan Sommer in 2026, who is statistically the second worst goalkeeper in Serie A, only Montipo, who has been even worse.
That's cool.
So you talk shit about the same guy that dropped 2 goals on your forehead in a 5-2 win, while your striker ghosted in that same game against.
So now we're flexing. So now we're flexing wins against Roma. That's cool. You can
No,
do that.
no.
That's
I'm
cool.
just
You can do
asking
that.
you. I'm
But
just
what I'm
asking
gonna
you
say
a
is,
question,
what I'm
because
gonna
you
say,
said-
this club,
You said Milan is
this
the best
club.
player in the league.
No,
You said Milan is the best player in the
Let me
league.
speak. Let me speak.
Yeah, give George the floor. Give George the
Fine,
floor.
go ahead.
I was just saying that this Inter club gives Ronaldo R9 Hall of Fame status for scoring 60 goals in their club history. That's all I'm gonna say. Shameless. But I want to say is,
R9,
again,
R9 is better than
60
anyone in your history, bro. I'm sorry. Respect R9. The only reason that happened is because of the injuries. Respect R9, bro. He's bigger than your club itself, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I got nothing against Roma. But, like, bro, like, you're trying to talk shit about R9 now, bro? I don't know about bro.
Come on, George. You
I can't
tell
sorry.
me that Milan's better than our night.
Anyways, continue.
no, but obviously, let's be serious. Again, let me address that video. I think it got a bit lost. In 2022, let's be real, those 3 were the 3 hottest commodities on the market. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm a lot. All right. Yeah, like those 3 in 2022 were the 3 hottest commodities in the market. Lautaro was still incredible. Leao was MVP, and Vlahović just moved to you for like 60 million. If you look at it now, I'm gonna be honest with you, those the guys are stocks, lowest it's ever been. Lautaro Martinez, it's not a slander to say that Lautaro doesn't show up in big games. That's not slander. That's just how it is.
As a small team, then
We've seen his stats against.
That's what you're saying.
But we've seen his stats. But what's his stats against Juve, Napoli?
Yeah,
Milan?
no, I'll tell you
We saw
this.
this.
Okay, I'll tell you this. His stats against Juve, I agree. Horrific. I've always said.
Napoli
Never-
as well, brother.
No, he used to score against Napoli.
Ooh.
And we
Against Juve, bro, it's awful.
But then it's
Actually,
like-
even against Roma, it's not great. But he's dunked on you recently. But
How is he
anyways,
against Milan?
Bro, but then
it's
and
good.
then
It's
let
good
me say,
against
and let me
Milan.
say,
It's like
and
one
let me
of the
say,
highest.
but it's not. Let's be real, it's not. He's got the highest because he's played so many times against Milan. Like Milan and Inter played like for the last 3 years, played 4 times a year.
Many
Like,
times
let's not
against
do that. Like he doesn't. It's not like other players back in the day where they don't have 2 games a year. This guy plays like 4 or 5 times against Milan. But again, I'm saying with Lautaro, but it's just like, bro, we say, oh, but what about in Champions League last season? Yeah, what about in the final? Where was he?
Where was the rest of the team? Is that just Lautaro? Where's
No,
the rest of the team?
but we're talking about star players here. We're talking about star players.
Okay, yeah, and
Today,
where was
Lautaro
Barella?
is number 9.
Where was anyone else?
That's cool. We know we say that they're a bit awful, but I'm talking about Lautaro here. Lautaro was
Okay,
horrible.
but like no,
Where
I'm
was he
not
against
saying
Bodo
Lautaro,
Glimt?
but I'm saying that
Bodo Glimt.
Lautaro.
Missing chances.
What chances? We barely had the ball.
Cook him, George. Cook him.
chances?
There you go.
Oh,
Cook him.
like
I don't
no,
even
he's
remember
not-
any
he's
touches.
not saying
Hey,
anyway, was this?
Hey, listen. I'll help you out with the R9, right? 60 goals in their history, right, George, bro? But this is what it turned out to be. You know what I mean? That's what it turned out to be.
Hey, R9 was
You know what I
interesting
mean?
this season,
Yeah,
Hall of Fame.
yeah.
By the way,
Hall
Biagio,
of Fame.
Hall of
That was
Fame.
the Hall of Fame right there. That was the Hall of Fame for you.
are you
guys,
telling me
all right?
R9 is not?
Listen,
are you really?
Listen, that was the Hall of Fame for you guys. All right, so don't give me that.
He was, bro,
That
before
was
the
the Hall
injury,
of
he was
Fame. That
scoring
was the
more goals
Hall
than
of
playing
Fame.
matches. He
Hall
won
of
us the
Fame.
UEFA Cup
Ooh.
in 1998.
Ooh.
Whose fault is it that, actually it's Inter's fault that he had the injuries. We rushed him back in the cup
Yeah.
final against Lazio.
Well,
Okay.
nah, his fault. It's not his fault. Your fault.
He's probably
It's Inter's fault.
But bro,
he's barely got more
goals
goals than Bata in Roma, and you guys call that Hall of Fame. But this dude had one good year. What are we talking about here?
That's still R9. Like, he's a legend of football, bro. He's a football legend.
Sorry, R9.
Man, it's so funny how
what does
Dudo
R9
just
mean,
glazes
bro?
Lautaro all of a sudden, bro. I'm telling you, man. It's just...
No,
Bro,
I'm just
bro,
saying, I'm not
dude,
even
bro.
shitting on Mullen.
There's a
I
tweet.
Bro, Milan has
raised
had a half a season, and he's catching up to freaking goals with Lautaro, man. over
Okay,
there, man.
Three goals up.
Okay? Imagine if he had a full season, okay, dude.
He had
Imagine if he had a
injuries.
full
He missed a
season.
ton.
Oh, you have injuries. Okay, so does Milan. Every player has injuries. Okay,
No,
cool.
I'm not
We're
discrediting
talking about
Mullen.
this
It's just
season. We're
best
talking
player
about
in the
this
league.
season
What are we
right now. You're talking about okay. So you're talking about this season.
I don't even
right
know
now.
Lautaro as the MVP. I think DiMarco's going to get the MVP. I think you should win
Because
the
of
MVP.
his assist.
Because of his assist.
But Lautaro's a better footballer than Mullen. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let me
If DiMarco wins MVP,
now?
Here we
then
go.
I'm
Here we
Right
go.
now?
DiMarco wins MVP. I want Alexander Kolarov to get an MVP tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna say, bro.
You know, I'm going to tell you something, and I don't know how it works with Serie A, like how they determine that. But if Roma makes top 4, and let's say Milan like gets closer to that top score of the season number, they should definitely give him the MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They should
I'm not
definitely
just
give
getting
him.
him out. I'm
That's
just saying he's
what
not
I'm
a better
saying.
footballer.
Because that's pure definition
We're
of
talking about
what,
right now,
of what
though.
an MVP is. That's a pure definition of what an MVP is.
Okay, but the last time a non-Scudetto winner won the MVP was Icardi in 2018. Since
That
then,
don't
it
mean
hasn't
nothing,
happened.
Doodle. That don't mean nothing. It happened, so it could happen. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's not gonna happen though. He's not the best player in Serie A. He just isn't.
So who
He's
is?
He's better
he's
than
very
Lautaro
So
Martinez.
who is
What are we
it?
talking
Who
It
is?
is right now, though.
Who is, bro? You
You can't even
I
say
already
that.
told you it should be DiMarco.
But why DiMarco?
So that ruins your whole argument of for
No,
defending
because I
Lautaro,
think as
bro.
a footballer overall, it's Lautaro. But I'm talking MVP is a season. It's about season.
What?
Oh my
If
god, that made no sense. I'm sorry, dude.
What
No.
am I
But
hearing?
as a
If we're
player,
talking-
quality-wise,
I'm sorry.
You
I think
cannot
Lautaro-
be serious and look at us in the face and tell us that as of right now, DiMarco has been putting in better performances than Milan. You can't
overall
tell
for
me
a
that.
whole season.
You can't be.
Yeah, but he's only been here for.
Oh, Milan
no,
only been here for bro.
I
Milan's
don't
only been here for half
care.
the season.
What
What
I
do you mean you
don't
don't
care.
care? That was your argument.
Better.
That was your
I
argument.
don't
bro.
care though. Okay, look, I'm giving Mullen his credit, but like we're taking it too far now.
I'm sorry.
He's done very
I'm
well.
sorry.
He has been
Doodle,
great
Doodle,
signing.
He's
Doodle,
come up
Doodle.
more, bro. Milan
Doodle.
has become more clutch for Roma, bro, than Lautaro has even in any of the
He is
games, okay,
legit.
over
He
here.
is legit
Hell
the
no, okay, now you're taking
definition.
it far.
Doodle,
I'm not
Doodle,
taking it far.
Doodle, put your bias away.
You're taking it
Your bias of Intel away. He is legit the definition of what an MVP does.
Okay,
Milan is
and-
legit that the definition.
And Lautaro
He
and
has
DiMarco
turned
aren't.
Roma. He has turned Roma completely around.
He's done well,
is-
sure. And-
He's tied with Thuram in goals scored this season.
Okay.
He's 3 away from Lautaro, and he
Okay.
showed up in January.
Okay.
Okay,
It's insane.
But he's not gonna win.
okay.
And not
Because
to mention,
Doodle.
I'm not
sorry.
shitting on Mullen. I'm
What
just saying
Milan,
he's not gonna
what
do it, and he
Milan is
shouldn't.
doing, what Milan is doing is historic. It is historic. Like,
Yeah,
what you
pause,
witness it is
pause,
history.
Pause.
Hats off
Pause.
to
If,
him.
No, it
if,
is
if
most
Milan, no,
goals.
pause. Because if
No.
Milan would do what he's doing right now and win you guys a Scudetto, then that's historic because you guys haven't won shit for I don't know how long. That's historic, fam. All right, thank you.
Don't do that. The most goals scored by January signing, who? Donio Milan, broken whose record? Mario Balotelli. It's historic. That's historic, bro. What we say is historic, bro.
Okay,
Like,
I mean
that's
for
the
Roma, I
definition.
guess for Roma that's a big thing.
Bro, this is
You can
Serie
take that as a
A.
trophy.
This is Serie A.
You can take that
This
as a
is Serie A
trophy,
we're
bro.
talking about. But again, all I say is, first of all, Milan is a better footballer than Lautaro Martinez. I don't know what we're talking about. He's a better footballer than Lautaro. Secondly, bro. So like you say, he said DiMarco's an MVP.
Bro. And if you're Juventino, also focus on top 4. Bye-bye.
He's not a Juventino, bro.
I
The guy
imagine-
is a Roma.
Bro,
He's
even
not see
worse.
that. No,
Focus
he's
on
a Roma fan. You fraud.
Bro, imagine Lautaro trying those fucking Trivela assists, back-to-back Trivela assists that Malin done.
What do you mean? Lautaro is one of the best playmaking strikers in the
In
world.
terms of that?
What
No,
do
I've
you
not seen
mean?
him do a pass like that.
Hey Dom, you remember
Bro,
when
y'all don't
Doodle
watch,
said?
bro. He's literally
Remember
one of
when?
the best
No,
playmaking
wait,
strikers.
Doodle. Remember, Dom. Remember when Doodle said that Inter are Lautaro dependent, but still win anyway without Lautaro.
What I mean,
Wow, credits to my team. Well done.
respectfully.
Okay, so you're saying that you got a better squad
It's
overall
six,
than Roma, then
Gio,
obviously, right?
Absolutely, we
listen,
do have a better squad than Look,
Yes.
why do y'all think I'm slandering Mullen? I'm not slandering Mullen. I'm just saying he's not going to win the MVP.
But
and
dude,
I
it doesn't make any sense. Because first of all, you're one thing. If it's a footballing debate, if it's a footballing MVP, if it's for footballing reasons, you'd give it to Marlon. Even though Nico Paz and Kenan Yildiz have been infinitely better than Lautaro Martinez. That's another thing, right?
Kenan
Another
Yildiz
thing.
hasn't showed up for like 3 months.
But what
He
we're seeing
said
from
Ni-
Kenan Yildiz,
Oh, Nico Paz? No,
Yeah.
not him as
Then
well.
you say Nico
Not
Paz.
Serena has
You
been literally
okay,
outperforming
Doodle?
Nico
You
Paz.
hearing voices, Doodle?
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
Is a ghost whispering to you in the
No,
back?
why am I
Who
here?
said- Who said
Another
Yildiz?
thing.
He said Nico
Nico
Paz.
Paz and Kenan Yildiz.
Paz,
Just
brother.
like Lautaro.
secondly, I'll even have Modric and Magnan over Lautaro Martinez in an MVP. If I
Jan is mental, bro.
You're taking the piss, bro. Now you're trying to.
No, it's not. Because I'm gonna be
Mullen
respectful.
already enough. Like, okay, I get it, but
There's
like,
been
bro,
nothing.
like,
I'm
now
gonna
you're
be-
saying
there's
Mullen.
nothing
I don't know
standout.
Mullen. You're saying
Oh, you're gonna get called out on your own freaking fan base.
Yeah,
You
bro.
wanted to
There's
sell
a
Now we
him.
went out
You wanted to
react-
sell
it
him.
was overreaction
Yeah.
when we
An
lost Milan.
overreaction. Oh, damn, overreaction. You know what, Doodle? It's time to cook you, bro. I'm telling you right now,
Well,
bro.
cook
You know,
you.
hold on.
Bro,
No.
stop telling me.
We're
Yes.
cooking your ass, bro.
You just get this bum out of here already, huh?
Oh, you gotta come for my
I'm telling
cat,
you, bro.
This league. I'm sorry. He is.
bro.
He just
Nah,
is.
I'm
bro.
just sorry.
He is.
Doodle.
Yes.
Again, there's nothing stand out about Inter. I'm gonna be respectful honest to you. Inter have just been the best. They've been the least mid teams out of
Oh,
Serie A.
and
Everybody's been mid. Secondly, you say like
And?
DiMarco broke the assist record. DiMarco spams about 16 crosses a night. I'm gonna be
okay, but
respectful
he's
with
still
you.
broken. I'm sorry. Like in 10 years, when we
What?
visit this, we're gonna see DiMarco broken.
How many?
I'm not even
how
the
many- how
biggest
many-
like DiMarco fan. I'm just.
He's a
telling you.
wing back. He's a wing back that can't defend. You can never pull him at fullback because he's
Yeah,
cheap.
okay, yeah, he's not a great.
He's like,
he's not
you
a
know what he
robot
is?
player.
He's like just a smaller. He's just like a smaller Di Lorenzo with a great left foot. That's all he is. That's all he is, bro. Because they're both cheeks in the defensive end. They both cheeks as hell.
Dom, let me
DiMarco's
see
better
one
than Di
thing.
Lorenzo, but
Put
I mean, on the defensive end, they're both horrible.
guys.
Could you agree with that, Doodle? That
No, I agree.
DiMarco
DiMarco-
is as horrible as Di
Yeah,
Lorenzo on the
completely.
defensive end.
Yes.
Thank
Look,
guys.
DiMarco played on the back four. You get cooked.
Doodle,
There's a reason he plays on the
Doodle.
And that hold on, give me a
Angelino.
sec. Give me a sec.
Okay.
And that's the player that's about to win MVP of the league.
Yeah,
Someone that is complete cheeks on the defensive end.
that says more about the league itself. No,
Well,
Like-
this season, yes.
Yeah. but I'm not saying
I'm just
DiMarco's like a best player in the league.
And it really doesn't say anything about the season because it should go to a player like Mullen.
I'm gonna say it, bro. Put Angelino at Inter. He also breaks the assist records. I'm gonna be honest with you. This guy just spams crosses. There's nothing like. There's nothing. There's nothing like when we watch Inter. Are we like, wow, DiMarco had a good game? DiMarco was really great. No one thinks that because he's just.
If no one
bro,
thinks that, clearly you don't watch them because many times he saved
Bro,
us points. This
bro,
season, I gotta say.
this guy. Inter's tactics with DiMarco is DiMarco stay as high and wide. We'll give it to you and just whip about 15 crosses. Bam, 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 bam. One of them is bound
You
to,
will go in.
one of them's
Oh,
bound
man.
to hit one of the striker's head because they got that tree, Pio Esposito. We got Lautaro who jumped. Bro,
because of his
I'm
big goals.
sorry,
Why can
bro.
DiMarco not win
I'm like,
the MVP with his assist that
because
overall?
McTominay was simply visually actually pleasing to watch, bro. If you see in look,
Oh,
look
now
at
we're doing
Lautaro
aesthetics. Okay,
Martinez.
bro. That's good enough. I've
No,
heard
but I'm
enough.
just saying, bro.
Now we're doing
I'm just
aesthetics.
saying, man. To sit there and say that Marlon isn't better than Lautaro, Doodle, you're smoking something, bro. And I don't know what you're
As a
smoking. I
footballer,
want to know what you're smoking.
Yeah.
I want to know what you're smoking. I want to have some of it, bro.
As a
it's
footballer,
nothing.
Lautaro is like not even in the same stratosphere as Malik. He's like galaxies ahead.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say, guys,
Every
Gio,
I
Dom,
don't care if you're
Bia,
gonna bring me
Asa.
side.
I'm asking you something. Put Lautaro. Put Milan in Inter. How many goals is he scoring?
He's still scoring a lot. He's a good
he
player.
score-
I'm not saying he
Like
isn't.
20,
Is he
25
scoring? Is he
season.
scoring? Is he scoring at the same rate, or if not better than Lautaro Martinez?
I
Yes.
think better than
More
Lautaro.
goals
Better,
than
better.
Lautaro.
Because he's
Better
more,
and
he's
more.
more of a,
He's
he's
scoring
more of a,
goals
he's
game
more of a
alone.
pure
I
striker.
realize
What
that,
is
like,
Scudetto
Lautaro
winners?
helps us a lot, like
The
in
whole
other
season.
ways, right? It's not just goals with him. I hope you know that.
Bro,
It's
God, it's not good. It's not just goals. He motivates the team. Shut up.
No. He's built around him.
That was good, bro. That was good.
Look, I gotta ask you this. Look, I'm not saying Marlon is a bad player. He's a good player. Look, if you think you should be, by all means, you can have that opinion. I'm just saying he's not the best player in the league, ability wise.
Yeah, but he is. But he very much is. It's
not.
undoubtedly.
Came in half
undoubtedly
the
the best.
season
He
and
very
already
much is
scored
not.
what?
Sure.
Already half the goals with
We're
Lautaro
talking
this season,
ability.
right?
Bro, he's tied with Thuram.
Listen.
He's literally tied with Inter's Thuram in goal scored.
Okay, that doesn't make
That's
him
crazy.
the best player in the league, like ability.
Bro, what I'm saying
Half
is
the
that this
season.
guy lost like 4 months of the league, bro. And he has tied with Thuram, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Okay, if you want to
And
give
I'm
him
telling you
the
right
go ahead,
now
but best
that
player
Roma
in
would
the league,
not be
ability-wise,
what I'm
no,
telling you
I'm
right
not.
now that Roma would not be in top 4 if it wasn't for Marlon, bro.
And he's
That's
done
what
well.
we're talking about. And
But
here's
I'm
the
not that up, bro.
definition. He is the definition of what an MVP is. Most valuable player for his team.
What do you mean he's a
is.
leader? Oh my god.
Well,
What
the
is he
league,
doing?
yes. He is, bro. That's
What is he
it.
doing about that?
End the discussion. Now,
He's
if you
not
want to
the
give
best
it, if
player
you want to
in the
give it to DiMarco because he has 16 assists, fine. But Marlon deserves a shout out for MVP. I think everyone here agrees with that.
At the very
Even
least.
the Lazio
He
fans.
deserves a shout, but I'm not saying I'm saying he's not the best player in the league, like ability wise. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's a good player. I rate him.
That's not what MVP is.
But he has
dude.
high.
Sure. Okay.
That's not what an MVP is.
But Doodle, I'm sorry, Doodle. Even in your description, or ability wise, he is. He's far better than Lautaro Martinez.
He's not. He's
better.
not.
He's
He's
better.
not.
He's
Never.
better.
While Lautaro was in the Champions League, while he was scoring against Barcelona and Bayern Munich, Marlon was rotting on the bench at Aston Villa. We're not the same. I'm sorry, we're not the same. I'm not
Oh
gonna
my God,
let
he left.
He's
He
good at
left.
that.
He left Aston Villa. He left Aston Villa as a top goal scorer in limited
They
minutes.
literally
And
won
he's
him
coming.
out.
He's coming.
Well done.
He's
He's
come
done
to
well for him,
Roma.
but he's not
He's
better
come
as a
to Roma, and
He's not
he
better
has
as a footballer.
blitzed this Serie A. He has destroyed
to
Serie A
him.
defenses.
And well done
Like
to
it is
him.
not simple because it's just oh my God. Like
Bro,
I know you're biased.
shitting
I know
on
you're
him.
biased.
He's not better than Lautaro as a
I'm not-
player. That's
I'm
all.
not going at Lautaro because I think he's bad. I don't think Lautaro's that great, but there is night and day the difference between what Milan and Lautaro is. Milan is simply a superior player to what Lautaro ever
He's
will
not,
be. It is not.
He never will.
But you like
I'm sorry, but no, there's
Yo.
no evidence.
How many-
Recency bias.
bro.
I don't care. Lautaro Martinez is the third
Listen.
highest goal scorer in Inter's history.
I wouldn't go as far. Listen, I wouldn't go.
Someone now. All right.
Listen. Hold on. The real talk here on a serious note. I wouldn't go far as saying that Marlon is better than Lautaro. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say
Yes, he is though. But he is.
No,
though.
but what I will, he has a lot to prove. He really does have a lot to prove. What I will say though is that he deserves an MVP shout out. He seriously
deserves an
does.
MVP shout out, sure. I agree.
He deserves the trophy. He deserves a trophy. He deserves
Okay,
the
but
MVP.
I seriously would give it to him over 18 assists DiMarco that can't defend for shit.
Fine, you
Yes.
can have the trophy. You can have the trophy. Marlon is a good player, but he's not the best player
I'm
in the
sorry.
league ability.
But he is. But Doodle, he is. Doodle, he is. He is. Like respectfully, guys, I can't show you guys.
Look at this, bro.
Y'all
Guys,
just
I had a
mad.
list.
Y'all just mad, bro.
No,
Y'all just-
guys, Doodle, please. I had the list where I ranked the Serie A MVPs.
Okay.
Number 1, I had Nico Paz. This is like a month ago, right? Right now, I'll give it to Milan. But for me, my top three from what I've seen, I don't care if Inter win the league. My top 3 players in the league are this season: Milan, Nico Paz, and Kellen Yotis. Those I think have been the 3 best players. I don't think what DiMarco's done is been that standout. Again, He spams in 50 crosses a night. Lautaro, yeah, he's gonna win Coppa Italia, but statistically, this is gonna be the worst Coppa Italia since like Diego Maradona in 1980. So like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, Doodle, what are we doing here comparing him to Milan? What are we doing here? Like,
if you want to say Milan had like overall better season, you won't give him MVP. Okay, fine, you can have that. But if you're telling me that Milan as a footballer going through all these years is a better player than Lautaro, bro, I'm sorry, you lost me. I'm not. You will never, ever, ever get me on that side, bro. That's just.
Oh, here we go.
That is
listen. Hey, bro.
Man.
Hey, listen. I know we like to rage bait on here and everything, but I agree with Doodle. Marlon, okay. It's been what, 4 months? He's on a freaking run. Yeah. Could he do it for 4 years?
Yeah,
that's what we need to talk about.
Usually.
You can't compare him to Lautaro Martinez right now.
I know,
Now,
but
form
Doodle
on
mentioned
form?
this season, Don. That's what I'm saying. Doodle mentioned this season between the both.
That was what the topic was
And-
about, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Doodle never mentioned the past in terms of their careers or anything like that.
I literally talked about how
That was
he
our
was
argument. No, but
while-
your whole argument was between Lautaro.
I think he's done better than Lautaro Martinez this season because Lautaro has competed in multiple competitions. That's why, and he has 16 goals. Marlon has literally been in one competition and has scored 13. So, and he's showed up in big matches. Lautaro, not so much. So, but overall, career-wise, like, come on. Like, I know there's some Inter haters in the room, but you can't compare Marlon to that yet.
Exactly.
He has a lot.
Temporary.
He has a lot to do.
Again,
But MVP shout out. We're gonna close this segment out because we have latest news to talk about. MVP shout out for Marlon, most definitely. I wouldn't even be mad if he won it. I would put my vote to give it to him. Over
Fine, I can
18
agree with
assists,
that. Just
over
saying.
18 assists, DiMarco. And best player of the year. That's actually a good topic to talk about down the road. But I agree with George on the 3 best players in the league right now, like currently in form: Marlon, Yildiz, and Nico Paz. So, yeah, I'll give Lautaro 4th.
Okay.
I'll give Lautaro 4th.
No,
I
Milan-
wouldn't even give it out. I wouldn't even give Lautaro 4th, bro. I wouldn't even give him and DiMarco top 5. I got
But now
Modric on
you're
my
down,
number.
bro. Okay, so
Well, bro,
basically,
I'm not even into. It's not even into
the
hating,
NBA
bro.
players are not even in top 5 for MVP. Okay, bro.
But again, like I said before, the Inter team have done nothing standout. Everyone has been awful. Now I've said before, but you guys didn't know, but like before the season, I have Napoli blitzing the league. Napoli were by far the best team in the league, in my opinion. They massively improved, and the only reason why Inter are champions this season is because Napoli have been injured. That's the only reason. Only reason Inter are champions.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. He said it,
Okay.
and he's right.
I said it. I
Yeah.
said it, bro.
Okay, you said many things. Though, so I don't know.
Wait, you mentioned
I'm always right now, saying though, dude. I'm always right.
Yo, George, I think you got more hate for Inter than you do for Napoli, fam. Shit, you
No,
throwing me a bone? You throwing me a bone, fam?
People think I hate Inter. I don't care about Inter, but Inter fans are just so like they're so flip floppy. But they're like, oh, we're not gonna win the league. But when they win the league, now they want to be outside, bro. And I'm like, come on, bro. 2 months ago, you were saying you're not gonna win the league.
Saying that, bro. They've been saying
They
that.
do that,
Hey,
bro.
but what
They
is
do
that?
all
How
the
is that related
time,
to the
bro.
discussion we're having right now?
All the time.
It's
Look.
not. He's just making a comment, Doodle, and he's
Look, I'll tell you
it's
this.
perfectly fine for him to make a comment.
I think Marlon definitely deserves a shout for the MVP. Look, if he wins it, it's not the most like outrageous thing. I think he's done very well objectively. I just think saying he's better than Lautaro, like as a player, it's just I cannot. I'm sorry.
He is, well, that's cool.
It's not. Also, by the
Makes
way,
sense.
who are your top 5? Who would you say are the top 5 best players in Serie A this season?
Nah, we're not doing that right now, Doodle. We gotta move into latest
We gotta
news,
move on.
brother. That's a whole
All
different
right.
topic.
We'll move on
But
to
that's
the
a good idea. That's a good idea for a future show, though, especially
Sure,
in the summer.
apologies. My apologies.
Question
Dybala. Let's go with latest news. Latest news. Heavy links. Dybala is actually okay with a drastic salary cut to stay at Roma. Something that he wasn't even willing to do for Juventus. But he's going to do it for Roma. Wow. Roma got more pull than Juventus for Dybala, apparently. So, George, what do you think about that? Do you think it's worth it?
I mean, for footballing reasons, probably not. But for me, I love Dybala to stay. But yeah, I think Dybala still got talent there. Of course, for me, he's the most talented player in Serie A. You know, Dybala on his day is incredible. However, his day comes very few and far between, and he's playing less and less games. And if he comes on like a drastic, he's on like 13 million now. He's on like 13 million euros. So if we're talking like 4 or 5 million euros, I'll probably take him back for another year. But again, it's just.
What you mean 13 million euros? You guys are not paying him that a year.
That's how much he's on, bro. He's on a lot of money.
There's no way.
13
Vlahović is the highest.
He's the highest.
Vlahović is the highest player.
Oh, yes.
Vlahović is the highest player at 12.
Yeah.
Well, unless I'm wrong, but he's on a lot of money. He's on a heck of a lot of money still, Dybala.
Can someone look up how much Dybala is making at Roma?
Let me see. Right
1.9 mil. He's not even wrong. What the?
Let me go on this app.
12.9. 12.9
million.
Gross
No
or
way.
net?
Just look
Wait,
it up.
gross or net?
Yeah, let me check.
No, that's it. Like
Nah,
and
wait, 8 mil.
13.8.
8 mil.
8
Oh,
mil.
he's making
Wow.
8 mil, which is
Well,
still
That's so
Yeah.
mental,
crazy, bro.
It's still crazy. It's still a lot of money. So if we're talking like 3, 4, 5 million euros a year, then of course I'll take him back.
Yeah,
It's Dybala, like
He's the
Okay.
third
But, like-
highest. Yeah. No, he's 7 mil net per year, 7 million euros. Lautaro's 9, and Dusan Vlahović is 12. So he's like third.
That's insane.
my
bro.
fault was wrong. My fault was wrong with the money, but
8 mil.
Yeah, he's still on a lot of
8 mil a
money.
year is probably what money Lazio has to make transfers in the summer. Bro.
Yeah, okay. Price zero.
but nah, like again, but we see him but for me, another sporting reason a positive is like him and Manna look like that create a
That link
connection.
up play looks nasty.
It's I mean, if next season, if Dybala can stay fit for longer than he usually is, then Roma Scudetto.
How about Soler?
No.
Does Soler have a good link up play with Milan? Have they played together?
They've played. I think Sule right now is still coming back from injury. It looks decent, but again, for me, the only reason why I'd rather give the keys to Sule. Sule is young. Give the keys to him.
It's very good.
He has been a bit inconsistent this season, though. Not that
Yeah,
much.
I mean,
how
I
he
can only see his game against
Injuries,
I
bro.
rate him.
It's
I rate him
injuries.
as a player, though, but I just think he needs to.
It's
be a bit
injuries. For me, at the beginning of the season, Sule was incredible. He was one of the best players in the league. Like he was really carrying Roma.
Yeah.
Like he was creative, scoring. He was doing everything.
But then the injuries,
then
the disrupted his
Injuries.
race killed him.
And then now he's really just come back now, and he got an assist for the Milan hat trick. But apart from that, he's been a bit in and out. So again, I'll still, and now it's World Cup. He probably won't go. But so if he can get a full summer of rest, and then next season go ahead. But again, would you want to? For me, it's just like it's time to move on. It's time to really move on from the Dybalas, the Pellegrinis, the Cristantes, Mancini to an extent. Like I think we're getting to the point where, okay, we've tried it.
It would also help out your wage bills. Taking off 8 mil off of wages. That'll help you out in the transfer market. Maybe bump a couple of raises for some players and maybe get a solid other player. Anybody got anything else for Roma?
You said all those players selling. Like, where do you see how much money do you see realistically? Get for and where do you see them going? Pellegrini, Cristante, Mancini potentially. How do you see it?
They're going. I mean, for me, they're all going on a free. For me, they're not going to get any money.
Their contracts expired end of this season or next?
Their contract expired this summer. I think Cristante is next season, and Mancini is also next season. But
you may, Pellegrini, guys, you might as well let him walk, man. What's the point anymore?
It's getting to the point. For me, it's getting to the point. Pellegrini's still one of my favorite players, but it's getting to the point now. It's like, come on now. Time
you need
to go
a new,
now.
you gotta move on, new blood.
Yeah,
fresh blood.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Anybody got anything else for George in this topic with Dybala? Let's stay in topic, guys.
Nah, I think we should move on.
We got 2 more topics left, guys. We have a big one. Very surprising to me. Probably for Gio as well. Spalletti is requesting for Vlahović to stay at Juventus.
Wait, what? Really?
Okay.
That's weird.
I can't blame him.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I can't blame him though. That's his best striker. Okay.
Well, it all depends
you
on
get
what's
rid of
going
him
on
and you
with
find a
Vlahović.
new one, bro.
Vlahović,
How is
the
he high?
savior of my club.
You should have played the clip when you were talking about the winner, bro.
Nah, bro. Ever since he scored that goal, bro, that clip has been doing good. It's been doing good.
Gio,
Hey,
And
listen-
last week with the
Hey.
free kick, bro.
Yeah. But that's some interesting news, I would say. Didn't expect that for Spalletti to request the Vlahović for renewal, but that's all depends on Vlahović, man. And also the management, really, because Vlahović, I think, is getting an offer from Bayern, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. We'll see what
Ideal.
happens. But I don't. I mean, again, I honestly I don't see Vlahović really staying again.
He shouldn't.
Next season.
He's
I don't think he's going to stay.
How is he the highest?
The
paid
only way that he stays is if he takes a massive pay cut, and
Yeah, he
he ain't
has
gonna
to.
be doing that.
player? I know he's
Not
spoiled.
gonna do it.
Bro, his biggest highlight recently was him like getting like 3 girls to come to his hotel room. Bro. Like, what has he? He's
when
been
that
scoring off.
scandal,
That's crazy, bro.
bro, when that
He's scoring off the
scandal
pitch.
broke out,
He's going
that
off the
video
pitch
went
over there,
viral,
bro. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
We're going a little bit off the topic here. We're gonna talk about that on
Yeah.
Thursday episode. Did you see the footage of Theo Hernandez?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I can't
yo,
believe it. There's all
Yeah.
thread
Is
of
that- Was that real?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, it was
bro.
real.
There's
It's
all
like
thread
a
of it.
couple of years ago.
Wow.
There's all thread of it, like a
Yo.
bunch of Milan.
It might be behind what
Casilejo
happened
as well.
with
It's on that flipping.
Yeah. Hakan was still at Milan back then. That's the funny thing.
Bro,
No,
what's going
Hakan.
on with Theo? If someone could just quickly say, you don't have to go into it, but I have no idea. I did not see that clip.
They're on
Listen,
This is old news as well. It's like
Wait, you're talking about the boat?
was
guys
all-
won. And
No,
they
not the boat.
partying
They
all
were
around.
in a room.
Sorry,
They were in a room, bunch of girls, and they were.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
blowing in the balloons,
The balloons.
On that
balloons.
laughing gas.
The laughing gas stuff.
All right, guys. Anything else on Spalletti? I mean, pretty much everyone here is like Vlahović. move on.
For me, Vlahović is like I wouldn't keep him, but like, and there's no one better unless they can definitely get someone better. Then you would have to keep him. He's the best striker.
But the only
He's
way
not a
that
very
he
good
stays,
striker.
the only way that he stays, bro, is if he takes a massive pay cut.
Massive. He has to.
Massive
Like,
pay cut.
He's a good. He's Juve's best striker, but he's not a very good striker. Like for Serie A.
Yeah, the bar is what Openda and David. I don't
Exactly. So like you're not gonna do anything with that, so you have to keep.
Like Milan is a much better, Milan is a much better player than
Milan's better than R9. Milan's better than R9, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Okay.
But Juve have to keep down because again, unless they get the Lewandowski, which that's what the people are saying. But apart from that, I don't know. Like, Juve just need Vlahović is the least of their concerns, man. They got other things to do.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They start.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Question.
Yeah, is this thing? Do you guys think that this is possibly a start of an Inter dynasty?
Let me say something about that.
No.
I don't look dynasty in terms of what if it's like what Juve did for like 2010s. Hell no, we're never gonna see like 9 in a row like that kind of stuff ever again.
You only have to win. You only have to win two back to back Scudetti to be considered a dynasty.
No, I don't think that's a dynasty. I think a dynasty is like
that's what a dynasty is. Look up the definition, Dodo.
Or even like
is it really though?
wins
Is it really?
in the last 5 years, something like that too.
Or something like that too. Yeah. Basically,
that's still a good record.
I don't know about. I think it depends a lot on the summer. It also depends a lot on the other teams. You know what Juventus do, Milan, Napoli, Roma, maybe someone else as well. What Inter do as well themselves. Like I think a dynasty talk that's way too early. Like I don't think that
next season it's going to be much closer.
You can't just do that. Like we just won the Scudetto. Like just think about trying to retain it next season, and then
So Dodo.
Yeah.
You guys won the Scudetto 2 seasons ago.
Mm-hmm.
Came in second last season.
Yeah.
Won the Scudetto this season. If you win the Scudetto next season, that's considered a dynasty.
3 out of 4.
So basically, he's just asking you if you're going to win next season again. And
I just think we could have won. I just think we should have won more in the last few years, personally. I think we fumbled a lot of the times.
Yes, dude, stand on business, bro. Stand on business.
I mean,
man.
no, you can't get any of these Inter fans to give you a straight answer, bro.
Ask the question,
Stand on
Doodle.
business. What do you
Bro,
bro?
dodges it,
No,
bro.
I don't think.
Every
Look,
time.
I don't think it's a dynasty. Personally, that's all I'll say. I don't think it's a dynasty.
Is this the start of a dynasty?
I'm telling you,
Answer
Doodle.
the question.
Doodle.
I don't think so.
Damn.
I think that's way too early to say.
Oh my
Oh my God.
Oh, here we go. You know,
No, I don't think so.
just when we got over this gimmick, right, and stuff like that, him wins that, now you started
Doodle,
another
Doodle,
one.
Dynasty.
You
How
know,
do you
this
want me
is,
to, like,
you know, Inter fans, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves because a lot of you are just like this, bro, just like that, bro. Freaking gimmicks.
three
and stuff like
squares
that.
in
Come
5
on.
years.
You're asking me about
Come
dynasty.
on.
I'm telling you.
No, Doodle,
Doodle.
you won 3 squares in 5 years. Are you telling me, oh, it's too early to tell? What are you talking about? It's too early, bro. What
He said
is
start. He said start of a dynasty.
What do you
Come
mean
on,
it's too
bro.
early?
This is not a dynasty.
You
But
won 3 and 5. You
no,
won
no,
3
no.
and 5.
If we win next year, right?
Oh my god.
And
I
again
just
next year,
gave
we
up.
retain it.
I gave up, bro. I just asked questions.
Doodle, you just
And you dance around
you're-
it. I'm not gonna push
Doodle
you
would-
guys anymore. You guys have no
Doodle,
hope.
man. You're like,
You guys
you're
don't
the
have-
perfect.
You guys have no
You'd be
hope for
perfect,
believing in your teams, bro. You believe in your teams when you're 12 points ahead in May. That's when you start believing.
Bro,
You're
Dom,
asking about
next season they're gonna do the same thing. Oh, we're
No,
not the
we need
favorites.
to
We're
see
the
next season. We gotta
underdogs.
retain
We're
the
the
title.
underdogs. We're the underdogs next
I'm
season.
telling
It's just
you
gonna
that
be like
we gotta
Bro, they
retain the
haven't even
title.
lifted the trophy yet. He still doesn't believe in his
Oh
team,
my
bro.
God.
They didn't even lift the trophy yet.
after it was it's mathematically confirmed that they will win the Scudetto, bro.
He still doesn't
Still-
believe.
still-
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. Check this out. When Napoli won with Spalletti, bro, a lot of Napoli fans were saying, "Yo, this could be the start of a dynasty." Of course, you just got Osimhen, you got Gavara, who was super young. You had a Kim, you had a Lobotka. So Napoli fans were out there saying that, and rightfully so. They got roasted for it, right? Because that's the next year we finished 10th. But guess what? They stood on business. They stood on business. And it's not a bizarre take to make, especially when you win the league by double digits. And Napoli fans did it. A team, fans of a club that when you compare the trophy case to Inter, because you guys love talking about your trophy cases too, came out and stood on business. Why can't you guys do that? Why do we got to pull teeth with you guys to believe in your team? What's going on here, bro?
I'm just saying we gotta retain the title next year. Now,
That's not the question he asked.
okay, start of a dynasty.
Like, come on, bro. Like, this ain't to your shit.
Bro.
You know, if
Fine,
Napoli
you want me
fans
to
out
say
here
like
staying
that,
there with a
yeah.
chest wide open, why? What? You guys talk about you're a big club. You're one of the big four, but you guys never move like that. Never.
Fan base, at least.
I think there's 5 Inter fans that I know, and I know like probably over 30. And there's 5 of you guys that believe in your team and stand on business and come out every week.
Nobody's saying that we're gonna
Going.
Bro,
Serie
even
A for
after
next
they
10 years,
Dom,
though.
even after they won, right, mathematically the Scudetto, this is seriously how they're still thinking in their minds for next season now too. Are you serious, man? Are we gonna play this game, Doodle, or are we actually gonna get down to business?
Yeah, like, there's
Because like,
someone
what are
else
we
that's-
doing here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
Fine.
Look at Baggio. Look at Biagio, bro. Look at the state his team is in, and he's out here with a chest saying, "I'm winning that Coppa Italia, bro." Lazio fan, bro, standing on business, bro. You got a Roma fan down here flexing his chest, bro. Hasn't won nothing since the 90s, for God's sake.
Right, good.
Standing on business, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
And you about to lift the Scudetto, and you can't answer me a simple goddamn question, bro.
Fine, I'll tell you. Fine, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. All right. After you got-
It's about time. After that much pushing, we finally got
Bro,
him.
he's
Say
pressured
something,
into
bro.
saying this, basically.
Oh
What the hell?
my goodness, bro.
We'll win it again
Yeah,
next year and the
bro.
year after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
we heard that?
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Oh,
I like
fuck.
that. I like that.
I like
Heard
that.
that, Dom? Heard that, right? You think
There's
they're gonna
the
win it
ball,
next year
right?
and the year after that?
Yeah.
That don't move me because it took me like 20 minutes to get into
You
this
gotta
fucking
convince.
scene. But you know what's gonna happen? Then you got TC Doodle out here, right? And then you'll see Twitter Doodle tomorrow. Lazio,
No. Next year. I'm telling you right now, next year.
we should do it, but it'll be difficult. That's gonna be him
Bro.
tomorrow on Twitter, bro.
Look,
He
I'm
was
not
doing
gonna
that.
tell-
Damn it, bro.
Bro,
Oh, you know,
bro,
we're gonna smash
the only
Lazio.
time that Doodle didn't do that, Dom, the only time that Doodle didn't do that sort of gimmick, bro, was the last the last match where they were actually like about to win the Scudetto mathematically.
Yeah, no. Now
Yeah,
he's out here
fuck
making
it. Yeah,
tweets
you know
like,
what's good? Next year
teacher,
we're gonna win again.
my
teacher, you guys got 10 minutes to finish this exam. And
We're gonna win it next year again, and then the year after that.
My guy.
Back here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yo,
move on.
anyways.
Let's move on to the
Doodle,
next
man, Doodle.
Big up, brother.
Dom, no, don't make any more questions directed towards Doodle about Inter.
No.
This is never
Next year, I want
good.
to hear heat. I want y'all to come, hear heat. I want y'all to next year ask me, yo, are Inter shit? And I'll tell you no.
See, Doodle, now you got fans, Doodle. You believed in yourself for God's sake for the first time, and now you got fans, bro.
Fan mail. All right, you're gonna get fan mail. after you leave.
Doodle don't want to jinx it for us next
No, that's
I'm
the
telling you, hey,
bro.
man,
Hey,
I'm here for the ride.
Now you joked it. All right.
Listen, bro, we got one more topic.
Doodle, you're shameless.
One more topic or two? No, we got one more topic. All right, this one, oof. This one scares me, man, because I don't know if this is accurate, but a report dropped while we were playing Bologna, bro, that Manna is going to be Roma's new sporting director.
ooh. Now
said it
that's
was
some
nothing.
news.
Yeah,
That's
Sure.
some news. Tom. That is some news.
that would suck.
Who's gonna go first?
That's
Dom,
a
you
big
go with
step.
this one?
Wow.
No, you go ahead, Frank.
You
You
leading?
go ahead because I'm looking up the report right now. I wanna post it up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know
Of what you said?
about this until he put it out on Twitter.
Yo, you didn't know?
He looks like
You
a good
didn't know,
sporting
George?
director. I didn't know, bro.
You didn't know?
I didn't
just
know.
Just like you didn't know how much
didn't know.
Dybala
I
was
don't-
making. You don't know too much about your club, George. You just became a Roma fan.
Hey, you think I willingly chose this club, bro? Come on. But nah, this guy, I searched up some of the signings he made. He's been there since May 24. So Scott McTominay, Alisson Santos. So he knows a good player. He knows how to spot a good player, which is what we desperately need. Hopefully he brings some of that nous to Roma, and then we get some of that, some of that good players, get rid of Cristante. That's the first thing he's got to do. But again, sporting directors, again, they could have a brilliant job somewhere else, and they could come to your club and stink it up. So it's you just have to wait and see. Wait and see who he gets, how they play, and how he goes on to sell and I just want good players, bro. I don't give a fuck who it is, bro. Just think good players.
I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. If Manna is to leave, I think Conte already made his decision to leave as well. And that would be a nightmare because the last time we lost both our coach and our sporting director at the same time, Napoli went from winning the Scudetto to 10th place. So ADL, it all falls on ADL. If this is true. Did you bring it up? There it is.
There it is.
So sources are Foot Mercato. I don't really know how accurate these guys are, but they do have a 4.6 million following on Twitter. And the other source, Santini, he's a journalist. I really don't trust these Twitter journalists, but yeah, I mean that's what he's reporting, and he's dropped a couple of tweets saying it. He said that Giovanni Manna should become Roma's new sporting director. Now I don't know what should become means, but that's what we got. We got heavy links on that, and we've been getting links that Roma was heavily going for Manna, and they were willing to actually triple his salary. So that's what worries me. If Roma actually has that cash to splash, how much does ADL want to hold him? So he does still have a 3-year contract, but ADL really with sporting directors, if you want to go, he lets you go. He doesn't look at it like the players. So yeah, remains to be seen. That news dropped while we were playing our match, and that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Really.
I want to say one more thing about this Manna guy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about him, but I only heard about his name like an hour ago. So thing is with this guy, like Gasperini, can he work with Gasperini?
Damn, you only heard about this guy an hour ago?
An hour ago.
Make that like 10 minutes ago.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know who. No, I don't. Sporting directors, I don't really care about it. I don't care.
Well,
like,
you should.
What you do?
I mean, you're linked with a few. Like, you're linked with ours right now.
I know we all knew that Masada is terrible at his job.
Because I remember when you guys had Monchi.
I also remember that. Don't remind me of it. I tried to forget about it, but no, like again, we all know that Masada is probably it was imminent that he was going to leave. Everyone knew that him and Gasperini can't work together. And if this Manna guy comes in, can he work with Gasperini? That's the overarching question, because Gasperini is notoriously a difficult person. That's a nice way of putting how Gasperini is as an individual. So that's the main thing. Can he work with Gasperini? Does Gasperini want to work with him? And yeah, hopefully it will be positive, because next season Roma winning Scudetto 2027 will be there. We will be there. But hey, it is what it is.
You see, Doodle. Even though it sounds annoying coming from a Roma fan, but do you see what he just said?
Yeah,
that's something that I bet you guys ain't. I bet you guys ain't saying that you're gonna win the Scudetto next year. I bet you guys ain't gonna drop that prediction yet.
No.
This guy's saying Roma Scudetto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I see them. Yo, if they finish top 4, have a strong transfer window, get a good sporting director. Yes, they're definitely going to be Scudetto contenders. Yes.
Okay.
I hate to say it.
Well, especially if they get Manna.
Why wouldn't they be Doodle?
I don't see it. When's the last time Gasperini was ever in a title challenge?
Last season?
Last season? Doodle, wake up, bro. Wake up. What are we doing?
Really, that was
what are we doing here?
Against Inter. What last season? We're talking. No.
Yes, last season.
And look at that. Look at the point gap. Like they weren't going close.
Oh,
yeah, because
and you're telling me Roma's
going to was in the title race.
Oh my god, bro! We're Milan in the title race this season. Yes, look at the point gap now. That doesn't mean they were in a title race. Come on, bro.
But that should ended like in March.
Bring that up too.
I'm telling you, bro.
I want to just make a point.
Okay.
So guys, we're gonna wrap up this show in a minute. I just want to make one comment. And this is all I gotta say. I one time wanted this man gone as well. Just one time. One summer I wanted him gone. And I'm gonna tell you something. This man right here, players, they come and they go. Sporting directors, they come and they go. Managers, they come and they go. But this guy, until he cannot do the job no more, will be with our club, seeking the best interest within our club and not making sure our club does not fall into financial problems. This is the GOAT. Without ADL, we don't win 2 Scudetti and multiple Coppa Italias, and we don't make the Champions League consecutively. I think we've missed it 2 or 3 seasons. So if Conte is to leave and Manna is to leave, I trust that now that this man knows it ahead of time and didn't get blindsided like he did 2 seasons ago, where Spalletti just walked out. I'm gonna trust in him, and let's see what happens. But ADL, that's the guy. He's the GOAT. Anyway, anybody got anything?
Well, we have questions to answer, Dom.
What did you say? Totti?
Totti clears.
Totti's an owner of any. What does Totti own? Totti doesn't even own his own car. What does Totti own, bro? Talking about
Hey,
owners of
he owns-
clubs, fam.
He owns the greatest city on earth, bro. That's
I
what
think
he
you
owns,
need you need to go to bed, bro. I see the sun coming up. You got no
Yeah,
sleep.
bro, George,
you know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry, bro.
Like,
You gotta
bro.
sleep. Okay, bro?
Bro, Gio, is this
Fine.
your
fine,
girlfriend or something?
man.
Why is she obsessed with you, bro?
Good morning, George.
Good morning, bro.
Good morning, Doodle, bro. Hey, what time is it over there?
Hey,
What time is it
Biagio,
over
don't
there?
worry about it, bro. Don't worry about
It's
it.
9
Ah,
p.m.
okay.
That's about time, bro.
9 p.m.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
not 9 p.m.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't
It's
no
9
way.
p.m. here on the West Coast.
He's 3 hours. He's in
He's
the west.
3
He's in the
hours in the
west.
he's in the West Coast. He's in the West Coast.
It's like what? Already 11 or 12 for y'all?
Yeah.
It's midnight for us. We're already on. It's Tuesday already here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, guys. So I think we're good to go. We're gonna bring up some comments.
Yep.
We're even gonna bring up the we're gonna even bring up the weird comments like this one.
Yeah.
This has to be satire, right? This is
I mean,
satire.
I'm not even taking that seriously, but I brought it up anyways. But yeah, man. Okay. All right.
I'm noticing you.
Yeah.
I'm noticing you.
Yeah,
What?
notice her, bro.
You better
I'm
notice,
noticing.
Gio.
I'm noticing.
Yo,
I'm
you
noticing.
better notice, Gio.
Hey,
You
I'm
understand?
noticing.
Noticing
I've been
in
noticing.
it.
I said
Gio,
it
because
right.
if you don't notice, Gio, guess what? This is what's gonna happen to you.
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Hey, that's the warning.
Hey.
And if you
Yeah.
still don't
Hey.
notice, Gio,
No,
it's
no,
gonna
no,
be you,
no,
Gio.
no.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't know he was like that. Gee, I did not know he was like that.
Hey.
Right.
Finished.
We're all laughing, Gio. We're all laughing.
Got him. We fucking got him.
I have to
Bro.
give
What the hell? What the hell? I didn't even expect that. That's the thing. I didn't even
Gio,
expect
you're
that.
moving
But
like
of course, I
Theo
noticed.
Hernandez right now, or what?
No. We're not moving like that, bum. All right, we're not moving like that freaking fraud. All right,
Bro,
we're not moving like that.
Gio, why didn't you notice me last stream, bro? I was in the comments, but you wasn't
Oh,
noticing me.
you were an absolute fraud last stream.
We
and I'm
noticed
telling
you, all
I
right?
should've cooked your ass tonight. I should have cooked your ass tonight, bro.
Hey,
But don't
let-
worry,
let-
there's
let-
always
let-
another opportunity.
Hey, let's answer the queen's
questions,
question
yeah.
before Gio gets
Oh,
Gio gets
no.
beat up.
She gets more stimulated. Yeah?
So just go ahead real quick. What's your favorite player for your team, real quick, and we'll close this up.
current or all time.
Gio, it's Vlahović, right?
No.
Is it
Okay,
current?
wait. What are we talking about? Like this
Current
season
or
or
all
like
time?
all time?
Current
Yeah,
or
current
season.
or all time?
Well, ask her. Is it current or all time?
Current or all time?
Let's do both.
Yeah,
You wanna do
yeah,
both?
All right, do current and both.
Whoa.
Go. Current and all time. Go.
Current, gotta be Yildiz. You know, Yildiz, great player.
Bum.
Because he's most
First
likely
of
the only
all,
one that's
wasn't he? Wait. First of all, you fraud, George. Wasn't he in your top 3? If I'm not
Hey,
mistaken.
leave the comment.
Bro.
Hey, it's cool.
Leave the
Yeah,
comment.
I don't
George,
get
he
it.
said he was fucking
Nah,
crazy.
yeah, this fucking guy,
This
bro.
fraud, man. This
He has the
fraud.
same
Get outta
goals as
here, bro.
Zappacosta this year.
All right, so Yildiz and all time.
All time, Del Piero. Gotta go. Del
Okay.
Piero.
That's fair.
Right. Me. It's gonna be all times. It's gonna be Mertens, and current. Even though he's not playing good, but current Slobotka.
Underrated.
How about you?
One of 5 Dries Mertens fans in the world.
1 of 5. What are you
Ooh,
talking
what?
about?
On 5.
Every single Napoli fan is a Dries Mertens fan, bro. George, you saying some dumb shit lately, bro.
Bro,
Like,
what is
Yeah, I
you
know,
know,
wait,
you ain't
George.
like you doing
George, you need a
dumb
coffee, bro. You need
shit,
some
bro.
coffee, bro.
Yo, bro.
Oh,
Diageo, go, bro. It's your turn. Yo, check your boy out, bro. Give him a call later. See if he's okay. You going through a breakup or something? Someone hurt your feelings, bro. You know,
No,
what's going on?
bro. Hey, Dom, bro. It's you, bro. It's you, man. You be coming for me on the Twitter, bro. You be coming for me. So I gotta come back, bro.
Go ahead, Diageo. Who you got? All
Yeah.
current currently, I don't even know who you got.
Yeah,
That
right.
bum-ass
No, but
squad.
currently we're not good right now. But currently, I'm gonna go Kenneth Taylor. I think he's been, another Dutchman in Rome that's kind of like that came in January and kind of helping out the team. So I'd say him. And I mean,
Okay.
all time we got the king of Rome himself, Ciro Immobile. Obviously, got to be him. So
Okay.
George,
Yeah,
you hearing that?
That's a good shout out, bro. Immobile, yeah. He's a
Easily,
solid
bro.
shout out, bro. Yeah.
George, you can make all the faces you want, bro. You can be salty all you want.
By the way, Donya Marlin clears Immobile all time with him.
Oh,
We already know yours, George. All time Totti, current Marlin, right?
Nah, actually, no. My current favorite
All-time
player is
Marlin, currently.
Wesley Franca. Great
Wesley.
player. Got it. Hey, Wesley Franca, bro.
Wow. So the guy that you've been fighting for that's better than Lautaro and should get the MVP is not even your current favorite player, bro.
Oh,
This guy was fighting
no,
before I
perfect.
know what.
No, the also say is Wesley Franca, right? Is better than the likes of Zanetti. He's better than the likes of Cafu. He's better than
I see your style, bro. You remind me of like Stephen A. Smith. You know, he's popular because of his shit takes. That's gonna be you, and I respect that game. I respect your game, bro.
Is this how Romanisti move, bro? This is what it is?
Nah, this is how George moves, bro. This is how George moves.
Who you got? All time, Totti, obviously.
Yeah. Totti.
Okay. Even for a new Roma fan that's been a Roma fan for a month, you should know who Totti is. All right, go ahead, Doodle.
I've been a
You're
Roma
up.
fan for 22 years.
All time, it has to be Milito. I'm not gonna say Cardi after what happened. Yeah. And current. For current, I'm gonna go with No, I'm gonna go with Sucic. He's been great.
No, you guys come at me for don't say Marlon. This guy's been defending Lautaro.
That's what you do.
You are two players to them, bro. You don't even pick them.
Million.
Spent on him.
You don't even pick them.
What are we gonna do with this guy?
Bro, 14 mil. This guy's
What
a
are we
baller.
going to do?
Baller,
with this
man.
guy, bro?
Nobody likes Susic, bro.
Nobody
likes
oh, by the way, Sucic easily starts for you, by the way. He would be your
Hey, Doodle. I just want to say something, bro. I just want to say something.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
George, bro. George is the Stephen A. Smith of Tutto Calcio because of his shit.
Yeah,
takes,
bro, he is, bro. He is.
Hell no, bro. I'm like the Max Kellerman, bro. Max Kellerman.
Yeah, Doodle and George have been going at it tonight. It was a good segment,
But
bro.
Doodle, how can DiMarco win the MVP, but he's not your current favorite player?
Look, that does look. I rate Sucic.
And you're buffering again.
Good play.
Bro, it's frozen. I froze him, bro. I froze him with that question, bro.
Oh, no.
Yo, my question is so good.
Doodle right now, Doodle.
God! Please! Damn!
With his internet right now. Doodle's struggling with his internet.
Fucking stupid. I need to up my game. No, I need to fucking downplay my fucking game. I need to downplay it to win. Fuck! I need to play fucking worse. Fuck, man.
Oh,
This
you're
isn't how it works.
Welcome back.
So just because
That was perfect, Don. That was good, though. Too good.
your favorite player doesn't mean they're the best player on the team. You just like them, just like their game.
I'm saying, guys, all I'm saying, bro, if DiMarco wins MVP, bro, give Kolarov an MVP. That's what I'm saying, man. Give it to him.
Okay, you can
What
say
are we
that.
doing it, bro?
Kolarov.
All right, George, we hear you.
Bro.
Bro,
Oh, my God.
Sepp Costa is as much of the MVP as DiMarco. What are we doing here?
My guy, PP. My guy, PP.
Stop. Shout out.
Look at this guy, bro. You already know. Look at him, bro. There we go.
This
What do we
guy-
got? What do we got? So, oh,
yeah.
gosh,
I remember when Lukaku. I remember when Lukaku did that like last season, bro.
Yeah, bro, just to go and win Scudetto of Napoli.
Yeah, just so that he could kiss the Napoli badge over there next to Dom.
Yeah, just so he could kiss the Napoli badge. You're just like another Lukaku, ain't you?
Oh my god.
Kissing everything. All right, you
Oh
gotta
my
chill.
god.
2001.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Hey guys,
Dude,
that's the end of
man.
the show.
Hey, let me.
Hey, answer.
Oh yeah, what's good, man? Dog, I'm sorry, bro. We skipped you, man.
Yeah, George is flipping.
I mean, that's what happens when
Little shitty.
Atalanta's like in 15th place, bro. We kind of forget about you. Sorry about that.
Free Paladino, by the way.
That's assy right now. I'm for real.
15th place beat you. Damn. Anyways,
When is Paladino going to Napoli?
never.
All right, what you got, Assy? Come on, man. All time.
Okay. My favorites right now is Scalvini, and my favorite all time is Papu Gomez.
Oh yeah, bro. Good
That's
shot.
good.
Bro.
Guy's a demon.
God,
Bro,
Papu was-
it's a shame how it went though. Gasper.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he beefed Gasperino or some shit. Hey, shout out Lookman though. Bro.
yeah. Didn't last too long.
As well.
Yeah.
Dom, what's your favorite color, man?
He gave us the best name. He gave me
My
the best
favorite
name of my life.
color.
So yeah.
Oh, let's
Giallo Rossi.
right now.
Giallo Rossi, man.
I'll show you right now.
Jalo Rose.
I mean, who gave me the best name of my life? So yeah, I don't care if it's.
Yo,
short.
imagine. Oh my god, bro. That'd be hilarious.
He's
It's a
gonna bring out
Bianconeri.
like,
He loves the Bianconeri.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Ah, no.
yeah, what did you
Cool
say?
ass
He's
and
gonna
something.
bring out like, I told you, it's so
Nah.
Yo, okay, cool. Ask me something.
That Napoli kid is
This
good,
is
though.
my
well.
favorite color right here.
Yeah,
Right here, baby.
Yeah, cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, for the Roma fan, do you know what this is? Do you know what that is, bro?
They haven't seen that in
The
so long, bro.
Italian flag.
Oh, Italian football.
Right, yeah. Keep denying it, bro. You haven't seen one in how many years, bro? It's been a long time,
Oh,
right?
It is. It's
How
technically
the
the
he got
Italian
mad,
flag,
bro, when he saw that. When like
Yeah,
Dom
okay.
zoomed in on
Okay,
the.
Kula threw me a comment.
He got mad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, he did.
Doodle.
Well, I'm
this
seeing that.
shot,
I'm
bro.
seeing that on my shirt this year. What do you mean?
Sure.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, if he leaves,
I don't know when you will see it. Good luck. Though.
He wants Juric. Aster wants Juric. 100%. He wants Juric. He definitely wants Juric back, guys. We don't know. Or Aster or what's his name? What do we got?
That's a great joke. That's a great joke, Gio, man. That's a great joke.
Hey,
Man.
hey,
You got it, bro. That's a great
I forgot my
Bro,
damn
it
name,
is.
bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yeah,
it's good.
You're
Anyways,
frauds. No. I'm trying
if
to.
he leaves,
Fuck, man, I forgot,
which he
man.
won't. Which he won't.
Oh, Pioli. Yes, Pioli. Take Pioli, bro. Yes.
Yeah, fuck.
Padre Pioli over there, bro. Yes. Thank you. Pioli.
All right, guys.
anyways.
You guys got anything else before we wrap it up?
Hey, if
Anything
I'm
else?
ambitious, Enzo Maresca.
I agree with
Hey.
that comment. Lazio will win a league before Roma. Yes.
We.
We're gonna so check this out,
All right,
guys.
Enzo Maresca.
Before we
Okay,
close the live, we're going to pray for our Lazio fan. He has a big match coming up.
Wednesday.
Oh,
and
boy.
he has literally put his reputation on the line on TikTok, on YouTube, on all platforms that Lazio is going to win the Coppa Italia final without a doubt.
I will be live streaming it too. So if we lose, I will even be live. You guys can roast me, do whatever. But we are.
Get me on the live, bro. Get me on the live, man.
Oh,
Get me on the live.
George, I'll make
I'm
you
gonna
join
be
the
there.
live, bro. Whatever you want, bro. Whatever you want.
George, you want to be on his live?
But I want to be the first person to
You know
laugh
what?
at him when he loses, bro.
You know what? You're not even going to be on
Hey,
this
no,
panel.
no.
Bye-bye.
No!
Oh,
Oh my goodness! Yo, you know, this is the reaction.
This man gonna come in here and banter on Biagio in the Coppa Italia final. When's the last time you were in a Coppa Italia final? You know what, bro?
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Didn't Vlahović score against them
At
last
the end of the
time?
day,
When was the last
they were in
time?
the final? They played us. It was a derby final.
Vlahović
And we
the winner. Yeah.
It was
Look at
Vlahović
that. Look at that. Look at that.
See, that's their biggest moment. That's their biggest moment in their career, bro.
Office box trophy.
Office big up, Vinny. Big up to everybody in the chat. We're gonna be closing out, guys. Make sure, of course, to like, subscribe. You guys already know what to do. Share the content as always, people. Go follow all socials in the description below. And guys, make sure, of course, you guys already know, share the content, everybody. Big up, bro. There's more videos as well, guys. Just letting you know. Quick reminder: more videos that will be coming out during the week. So make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to have notifications on. And stay tuned for our Thursday show. Big up. And we'll see you.
We're winning the Coppa Italia.
Aldini owns Milan, by the way.
Dai Roma.
Inter merda sempre.
Aldini owns Milan.
Y'all gotta talk more about it.
Forza Inter.
Yeah. No. But yeah, peace out, guys. Ciao.